Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers have made themselves acquainted with the city of San Francisco. Been going around learning about things, that's right. They got a job potentially to initiate Aaron into the Hunters Association by way of slaying a basilisk out in the Badlands. They also learn that the marshals are in all likelihood bought by a local crime family, run by a Italian mafioso-looking halfling by the name of Parmesan, or Parm for short. And he asked that they investigate suspicious activity done by some foreigners down at the docks. They're also warned to look out for the local Union patrols, but that they also could potentially be of help were they looking to turn in said crime family. They were told this by a brother at the local Church of the Reckoning. Let me see. Marcus made an unexpected return, and Aaron died forever. We also found out that Walter may or may not be racist. And that's where we're going to pick up.
There was something much more important than all of that happened, Dylan.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. The baby was born.
Right.
Right, and just to reiterate, he is still racist.
Walter is still
He is? Oh my god. The only, you could potentially consider it a race, but the only people he had a problem with was vampires.
You the way how he's talking could potentially consider.
Actually, vampire is a race.
Is it? Shit.
Yeah, I played a vampire in your Wild West one shot.
Oh yeah.
It's actually two races.
So I believe the baby was born. There was Cali had delivered the subpoena, and there was a little bit of a spat, an argument between Aaron and Walter, which caused Aaron to leave, and I believe that was specifically right around where we had ended it.
Yeah, I just walked out the door.
Right. So
and died.
Aaron walked out the door and died. Marcus, you're back. You're here inside of this portable fortress. Jesus Christ.
Jarvis is now conscious of his surroundings after the mad fugue state of working on some blueprints.
Very well. He's just, huh? What? Coffee?
Walter? What the fuck happened? Also, it's born.
Cheap.
Oh. How long before we eat it or kill it?
By the looks of it, it's probably going to eat us first. It looks pretty friggin' scary.
Wait. Who did it lay its eyes on first?
I believe it was Aaron.
No, it was Marcus.
It was Marcus. That's right. That's right.
So Marcus, you know what that means?
What?
Their mama.
I'm daddy.
Not to the bird.
Oh, we were talking about the bird.
Yes.
Oh my god. It's like not even a thing that was around at this point.
Father kink.
Anyways, now that I'm now coherent of what's happening around me, I'm gonna go see what's going on with Walter.
Walter's right here.
So Walter just stormed out.
No, that was, oh my fucking god.
It was
Aaron stormed out.
Aaron's long gone.
I'm so fucking confused now.
Aaron just fucking died, guys.
Are Aaron and
Aaron's
Walter
dead. What
the
are you
same
talking about?
person?
And I'm going to go out and go check on Aaron then.
That's the reckoning.
The Reckoning the idea or the Reckoning the man?
That Walter and Aaron are the same person.
You
That's
had a
the
conversation. Aaron's not there.
I
Yeah.
go outside to go find Aaron.
Okay. You walk outside of your fortress. You don't immediately see him. You think that he got out of there pretty quickly. I guess make me would it be survival to track somebody or investigation?
Survival to track.
Yeah, so if you're gonna try and track him, make me a survival check. This is where Bean goes, oh shit, I forgot to wear my reverse boots.
Also, always be casting guidance.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay. So you find some footprints that were freshly made not too long ago, because even though it's been like 2 weeks since the session, this all just happened within the last like several minutes. You see the footprints, and they do lead towards the main road. And you begin following them. You lose it every so often, but once you actually enter the city limits, it becomes very difficult.
Aaron! Aaron!
You get maybe about like a block or two in, and then you just kind of, it's all muddled. There's so many different footprints, the tracks from like horses and the wheels from carts. It's very muddled.
Pip, can you go up high? As I'll send, Pip and Helfrey to go up high and get an aerial view.
Okay.
I mean, he had a whole conversation with people after I left, so theoretically I should be pretty close to where I was going, if not already there, after
Right.
he's tracked me.
And plus, he can look like anyone.
Right, yeah, and it takes some time to catch up to you in the first place. No, yeah. Well, what I meant by a few minutes is it's like it hasn't been like a whole fucking hour. It's probably been like a half hour maybe. I mean, I know that you guys did end up having a whole conversation, but yeah. Yeah, all right. So you send them up. Make me a perception check. See if anything catches your eye.
I will do guidance through Pip into Helfrey.
Very well. You're looking around and you think maybe at one point you see someone, and then they just kind of like hover a little bit further over and closer, and then you're like, nah, that's not him.
Do I see his musical instrument?
She's musical.
He didn't have his instruments whenever he was back with you. When he came back to the tower to see the Babby.
Babby. Yeah, no, you don't see any instruments. Give me a second. Yeah, no, you're not. Fuck, that's a question.
Well, if I'm not getting anything from an aerial view, I'm just gonna try something else. If he is within 120 feet, Aaron, 3. You okay, man?
Say you got around like here, and you ping it off, and
You have to be
doesn't.
you have to be pointing in the direction you think he is.
You point from the total creatures.
Well, and this is in meters, so
The
it's
spell
less than
doesn't
that
have
far.
to follow a straight line and can travel freely around corners through openings.
Basically, to point in the direction of him.
You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
You still
Right,
have
but
to
you
point
still
in
have
the
to know the
direction.
direction that they're in. Yeah.
Damn. I'm just gonna since it's a cantrip. Aaron, you there? Aaron, you there? Aaron, you there? Aaron, you there?
Oh my god! So you just start kind of like pinging it off, and
120-foot aura, essentially.
uh,
He doesn't have to respond if I do get him.
right. You at some point or another, you think like you feel like it connects with someone, and then you just hear like, "Who is this? Stop saying my name!"
Oh, fuck.
Wrong number.
Well, since it's in my head, is it Aaron's voice?
No, not at all.
Okay. Sorry. Aaron, you there?
To be fair, Aaron can also change his voice at will when he changes his
In
what he
your
looks
mind?
like.
That's
No,
true.
you're
Aaron
whispering.
can-
This is not you hear in your mind, but you answer
right.
verbally.
You're there, Aaron, you're there, Aaron, you're there.
Yeah, he was like shouting it out at first, and then someone from across the street just goes, "What do you want?"
Oh,
But yeah, no, you go around and you go a little bit deeper into the city. You go a couple blocks, and you're not feeling nothing. You're not feeling no connections. You're not getting any responses.
I'm just gonna hurry back to the tower then.
Okay.
Where all the people
And
know
I
what
will
happened.
start with kicking. Well, I'm gonna start with kicking open the door and say, "What the fuck happened?"
I guess Aaron got scared.
What happened? As I looked at someone else.
Walter is just silent.
Somebody better speak to me.
Shit got real. That's what happened.
Elaborate, please.
All right. I mean, they just families fight. It just was a family bickering.
About what?
Geez, it feels like it was
Did you
2
get
weeks
one of these?
ago. It feels like it was 2 weeks
Was that one
ago.
of those letters?
It was 2 weeks ago. It was about Cali giving you guys subpoenas to testify against Machina Industries in front of the California AG.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold out my letter.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
this
why
for
is
you.
Aaron
Walter
upset
will
at
hand
that?
Jarvis his subpoena.
Well, Aaron he thinks that if we do this, then Machina is gonna send out their goons to kill us.
You don't think they're already going to try to do that?
Yeah, I fucking told him, but I don't know.
But he's worried for our well-being, which is probably already at risk for Machina Industries.
Yeah, it's real sweet of him, but I don't know.
I also said some things that I immediately regretted, but
What the fuck did you say?
I don't want to talk about it.
Jarvis is just pinching the bridge of his nose.
Look, he'll come back. He knows where we are, and if you don't want to come back, then fucking he won't. We could check in on him later in the day with your magical.
Walter?
sending.
Whatever you said, you need to apologize to him.
I did immediately.
And do it again, damn it.
The ball's in his court now. He heard the apology. He just needs time. It was very like explosive, so I'm sure everyone just needs a
I'm
second.
so upset at you.
At me?
Yeah, for ditching us.
No, that was Marcus.
Wait, who's talking right now?
That was Bruce.
Oh my!
Oh my word!
You need some sleep.
It's
You
been a
need
while
some sleep.
since I heard Bruce's voice.
I'm
Never mind.
Bruce. I own a Starbucks.
Enjoy long walks on
Right.
the beach.
I'm a
I
Sagittarius.
apologize. It's been a while since Bruce has actually talked. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, I'm usually not like when things get intense, Bruce is in the back, just looking out the window and
Yeah.
kicking dirt.
Well, Marcus, I'm still pissed at then. How those Marcus was stalking.
No.
Well, regardless, we all know I'm terrible with remembering shit. As a player, not as a character.
It's amazing you've gotten this far in life, Jarvis.
Who the fuck is this Jarvis you're speaking of? I'm Anton. Oh. Anyways, that was like a weird reverse. Anyways.
Let's just fucking do the damn thing, and we'll wait for Aaron to get back.
Isn't the damn thing to get Aaron into the marshals?
No, that's
No,
that's
well,
something else.
we got a few damn things to deal with, I guess.
Oh yeah. The Italian thing.
We could do the Italians, or the fucking Pina. What's a Pina, by the way?
We're being
Subpoena.
summoned.
Subpoena. Oh, just Pina.
Well, my Bruce's senses are tingling, and I feel like that is where we will find Aaron, is at the Italian thing, because I think he's gonna do that.
I thought we were still doing that, anyways.
Well, yeah, we were doing it for him, to get him in, but I reckon he's gonna be there whether we run into him or not.
Oh, him and Senator.
Oh,
I
yes.
also think you, Jarvis?
You reckon?
I reckon.
What?
Aren't you also joining the marshals?
I never said I wanted to.
Okay, then I was just
I
kidding.
never confirmed nor denied
Then
it.
we're not doing it for you then.
I guess we all go and do it, and if you say, "Oh, I was there and I did something," then maybe you just get a badge. Oh, fuck it work.
I got a really bad feeling about it. I don't think we should do it, but
I'm of a similar
Well, yeah,
mindset.
I said that anyway. I said we should just say fuck the Italians.
yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, who's scarier, the Machina or the Italians? Like,
Well, Aaron argued that both are equally scary for different reasons.
Well, both will be problematic if we are to go against them. However, we're more likely to have issues with Machina right now after the whole thing at the Warforge factory. And two, with the Mafia, we have no ties to.
I don't really fucking care. We get ourselves into grave danger every 3 or so days. So I ain't worried about maybe someone possibly sending assassins to kill us. Maybe. So we're gonna get ourselves in trouble anyway.
I would just like not to feel hunted. I feel like I'm also somehow working against my family at the same time trying to protect them.
Yeah, I don't really know what I would say if they want me to go and go to court? Because I don't really. At no point did I ever know what was going on when we were in Machina.
Speaking of which, where are we supposed to technically go?
The courthouse, Attorney General's office,
Which courthouse?
the big one.
In Cali.
No, in San Francisco. We are in California.
You know what I mean.
Allie's the one who gave us the letters.
Yeah, Callie would have told us which one to go to.
It's probably on the paper too.
I can't read.
California. Cali is short for California.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
for Calian.
Wow,
Walter
I never
will
knew
read the
Cali was short for
subpoena to look for an
California.
address.
It would be in San
When
Francisco.
are we supposed to go?
Tomorrow morning? Well, actually, any time, but since
It is tomorrow morning. We were summoned last night.
No, like we were told, like we can go any time within like reason, but like Walter said, well,
And
let's do it tomorrow
within
morning.
30
Since
minutes.
we are being summoned, I believe legally we have to abide.
Yeah, I think I said to Dylan it was 10 days? Yeah, 10 days.
Alright, let's get out of the way. Here.
Yeah, it's
RuneScape music.
it's the law.
Yeah, I don't feel like being put into contempt of court.
Jarvis actually wasn't subpoenaed, I don't think.
Was I or was I not?
No, he did. It's just he wasn't actually given the letter, which Walter would have given him because.
Oh, right, yeah, so he did, but he wasn't there. Okay.
Remember, I had work the next day and had to sleep.
Yeah.
It wasn't with Marcus, because Marcus wasn't.
Farkas?
Farkas
Was Farkas subpoenaed?
No, she didn't know Farkas.
Anyway, so we need to go to this regardless.
What?
That's a
Yeah.
Oh, regardless, I heard for Jarvis. I'm like, what? Why for Jarvis? Oh, yeah, just mishearing things.
As for the whole
Yeah, let's do it today,
mafia
then.
thing,
I don't know about you guys, but I think after we go do this subpoena thing, I'm gonna give my badge back to the marshals. I don't think I want any part of what they're doing.
In San Francisco, the ones in Texas are good. The ones here are bad, which I think we should probably report to the ones in Texas.
good luck with that.
I know him.
What I mean. Yeah, I don't mind taking down random wanted posters. It's still a good way to get money.
I mean, okay, what's happening then? We're supposed to get to the courthouse. We're supposed to arrive at the courthouse in 10 days, you said?
Within 10 days, I think it was.
Yeah, within 10 days, but we're doing it tomorrow morning because we're here. Might as well. We have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Fine. You're
We're
gonna
gonna do it
send it.
today. Do we have anything else to do?
Don't we have the party in 2 days now?
Party in 2 days, yep.
Yep, and then we go and we go hunt that beast that we're supposed to hunt for the Hunters
Yeah,
Association.
good monster hunting will make the good one.
Yeah, we go monster hunt even Aaron decides to come back.
Yeah, the monster hunter.
Also, does anyone really want to go to the docks and deal with that? No.
Again, I don't want to. It feels like, yeah, technically it's legal, but also it's wrong.
I want to see what they're doing. If they're fucking trafficking kids or something, then I mean, fuck.
we can look into it. But if it's just people living their lives, no.
If they're like selling vegetables, and then some group really doesn't want them selling vegetables, I'm not gonna do nothing about that.
Alright, let's fucking go to the docks then.
Well, that's tomorrow night.
That's tonight.
Tomorrow night.
Investigate the docks is tonight.
No, it was tomorrow night.
It is
Literally,
tomorrow
it's
now,
just-
Peck. We slept.
Oh, we slept. Fuck.
The egg hatched in the morning. That's what I kept saying. That's
Oh,
why
in the
tomorrow morning is today.
Okay, yeah, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, so
In
we're
that
going to the
case,
courthouse now then, I guess.
Yeah,
Wait. Is that right?
that's right.
Walter isn't racist. Oh my god.
Is on the week of Halloween. Wait, what day is it today? Let's see. It's pinned, right?
Is it October 29th?
Current date, Thursday, October 7th, 1869.
7th, Jesus.
Nice.
Oh, so the quick draw's not for a while.
And it's in the Badlands.
So, as it currently stands, is the next morning, and we have a courthouse to go to.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't think about it. You guys should enter into the quick draw contest because you know when you're gonna die.
Oh shit.
Like,
I'm
you can't
also gonna
lose.
Say this to you: time is an enigma.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
true.
what that means, so we're fine.
It means it's
Okay,
a
let me
mystery.
say this to you in a way that you can understand, Ed.
Yeah.
Though you were told when you're going to die, it's only based on the current state of things at that current time. Meaning that ever since then, because you've been told that, it may change.
Well, I was never told it at all. Seems kind of, they played favorites. But I'd like to know when I was gonna die.
It's easy to
Maybe
get
if I
people
die-
within like a 10-foot radius.
I'll have another chance, and then I'll die again.
I need to read.
Yeah, I
I'm
get it.
curious, Dylan. Dylan, you there?
Dylan is.
Oh my god, I muted the mic. How long have I been quiet for?
A while.
You haven't said
Wow.
anything and
No!
since the
During our
argument
entire
started.
planning session, you've been muted.
God damn it.
If you said
Okay.
anything about any of the things I sent you, they weren't said.
Alright. Yeah, I put it in the thing. The courthouse is in 10 days, but you said you want to go this morning, so that's fine, that works out. They wanted you to investigate the docks tonight. However, I will say that when you spoke to that one brother in the Church of the Reckoning, the one at the door greeter, not the guy who gave you the whack-em weapons, he said to you that if you wanted to, because it's not a good idea to deal with these people, you can go to the local Union garrison and report them.
That's what we should do.
What else? You don't have a time limit on the Basilisk. The quick draw competition is the week of the Halloween, which is the 24th to the 31st. That's in the Town of Redemption in the Badlands. And the flyer with the Faith Healer in the Town of Salvation is also in the Badlands. That's like all
Hold on a
your...
moment. I just recently was watching Tremors. Redemption?
Redemption is also the name of the town in the movie The Quick and the Dead. It's
Oh,
not...
shit.
I'm not original.
No, I didn't realize they both had the same names. Both in the same place.
How far away is Redemption?
That's a good question. Let me look at the map of the U.S. real quick, and I'll tell you.
Well, if this is the case, we go to the courthouse. Well, do what we need to do as law-abiding citizens that would hate to have a bounty put on us for dumb reasons.
About a week out.
Week. Okay.
We got time.
All right, we've got time then.
Along with that, hopefully it doesn't take too long in there. There are some things that I'm going to be measuring, especially on you, Ed. I'll see if I can give you a throwable fist.
Oh shit.
Question: you need your hands, right?
I need my hands.
Okay.
I like my hands.
I'll see if I can modify the base concept.
You wanted to cut off his hand?
No, the original design I had set up was designed for me. In hindsight, I am better with this as I hold up my railgun.
Yeah, I can't throw my. You got hands, so you can like throw. I can't throw. Well, I throw hands, but I can't.
I can
like,
literally throw it if I want to, but I'm not.
Yeah. I can't take my hand off.
But I may be able to design.
Ed's never heard of degloving.
So you can literally launch your fist at something.
Isn't that like the act of removing all of the skin from your hands?
Yes.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's
that's
worse than
what
that
happened
because the
when
skin
the
stays
hot
connected to the
chick-
skin and the bone just gets pulled up into the arm.
Ah,
Yeah.
Like I
A
said,
little bit of an ouchie.
Happens to people that catch themselves when they fall when rock climbing sometimes.
So you can only fall about like, not even like 2
Couple
feet.
feet?
Otherwise, you gain too much energy and you'll break your arm.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very narrow window where it can happen, but it has happened more than once.
anyways, so yeah, I was gonna do some measurements on your arm, seeing if I can set up like a weapon for you to use so you can throw your fist when dealing with things at range. That or make a returnable javelin of sorts. Maybe a cannon.
I like javelins.
Think you could work a cannon?
Yeah, fuck it.
Like I said, it's all in the works. Need to do measurements. Need to see if things actually work. Also,
Right on. Let's
Walter,
go to fucking court.
as I'm assuming we're doing this while we're walking.
yeah, you'd just be conversing if you decided to head out. I'll say, you guys like, I guess, freshen up a little bit, maybe wash your faces or something, grab like a quick little bite to eat, and then you headed off into the city. We'll say the courthouse is around. We'll say it's around public square.
As
Over
we're
here.
walking,
The pubic
I will
square.
look to Walter.
That pubic
Walter,
square.
you good?
Yeah.
Now, follow up. Do you only use pitchforks and hammers?
Yes, I like using my artisan tools to fight. 'Cause, I've kind
Okay.
of grown attached to them, and also it's entirely how mechanically my class works.
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm just wondering if it's possible to give you an artisan tool that can add an extra pump to your attacks.
I'm good with like other tools because I've managed to pick that up along the way, but like, I'm really good with my smith tools.
Maybe a cool smithing hammer that does something extra.
I like my pitchfork, even though technically okay. So basically, Walter he fights with a pitchfork in quotations, but he's fighting with his smithing tools, and I just wanted to play a villager with a pitchfork.
Okay.
So it's flavored as he's using a pitchfork, which very much is not part of smithing tools.
I'm
But he's
essentially
doing
asking
it
you,
anyways.
would you like me to make you a better tool for better power?
I guess I don't know if you
Peaceful.
Oh, there's ways. There's ways.
Slightly less peaceful.
But if you don't want that, I can also give you some better equipment to help you survive or do cooler stuff.
I've got some ideas of some things I'm working on. I've been actually collecting a fair bit of used cloth that have been used to like clean some magic items that you've discarded.
You've been holding on to rags used to polish magical items.
Yeah, I've been working on turning it into a headband of some sort. I think I've almost sewn it together properly, but I still need some more.
Yeah?
No. It's a private project.
Okay.
No.
It's
They're
because
my
it doesn't
sweat
exist
rags.
yet. The next level, Walter gets.
You might say it's a class feature he
It's a
hasn't
class
unlocked
feature
yet.
for next level.
Yeah.
You can
Oh.
cobble together enough scrap to make a functional magic item. That's what the class feature is.
Got it.
This is a surprise tool that we'll use later.
Right then. Bruce, how are you doing in your department of equipment?
I'm doing good. You know, the sharpest tool I've got is my brain, and I have been sharpening it.
I understand that, but do you have any particular items that are being amplified by your brain?
Do I have any items? I don't think I actually have. Do I use any magical items? I
Do
don't
you have
think
any like wands or staffs that are magical that
I mean,
you're
I
using?
could take some, but I don't have any. I don't know.
Okay, since you have
How have I not given you anything yet? Holy shit, I feel really bad now.
Don't worry, I'll make him something.
You gave him a godchild, but he's never been able to meet him.
I murdered his friggin' dad, so I don't think I have the guts to.
And I took him apart.
No, you weren't here back when that happened.
Guess I know what I'm using the rest of those bird parts for.
No, that's not what he's talking about. He's talking
sorry.
about like session 1.
Too, actually.
Did I have anything on my old character sheet?
Yeah, one was on the train.
Let me
with
look right now.
Dylan.
That was 0.
I had the Cloak of Elven Kind, but I didn't use
Oh, that's
it.
true. I wasn't here for session
I mean,
2.
you still technically have it.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's untrackable.
That's right. And then, oh, we got to do something about your AC, buddy. I got to get you something with that.
How dare you? I ain't never been hit in my life.
I can
That
help
is
with that.
fundamentally a lie.
I've been actively not targeting him as hard as I should. No, I'm joking.
We
No,
have a
don't
party
worry.
of very
I got,
low AC people.
I got something in store for you, though. I have something I've been playing around with for Aaron, and something I've been playing around with for you. So,
I mean, Aaron's dead now. So.
Aaron's dead.
no, that's right. Aaron's
I'm
dead.
just here
so
for moral support.
I have something I'm planning for
Better
Lane.
not be fucking dead. I said that
He
before.
the last thing he said was, "If I walk out the door, Aaron is dead." And then he walked out the door.
And now he's dead.
Soon we're
So
gonna
that
meet
means
Schmerin.
Schmerin. No, you're gonna meet Lane. Lane's gonna come back. He's gonna say, "Howdy, guys! I made it all the way over here. I reckon I did some teleportation magic or something."
Because Marcus stood me up and Glacier break the fucking brick. There you are, I'll punch you.
Immediately punches him with a gator.
After writing this notes, Jarvis will take out his pipe of smoke monsters and pack it full of some interesting greeny. Yes, it is actually weed.
Is it actually weed? I was joking.
I recently bought some as well. That's the only reason I'm doing it.
Marijuana was legal yet.
I didn't know it was illegal yet.
Yeah, they didn't.
Big
criminal,
black
yeah.
guy
What's the drug war?
I know a guy. If you want some good shit, I got you, Jarvis.
To be exactly, it's the stuff I got. Actually, you can get in Oneonta at a place called Maxwell's.
1937.
But
That's
Jarvis
when
probably
they became
got it
illegal?
from like this. Oh, from the same guy. He probably got the metal before.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll say that you found a guy for that. Yeah.
Oh, Canada,
I thought you were gonna say you got it.
They call it sour ethanol.
Is that the strain of weed you're smoking?
I can't say sour diesel.
Sour diesel is powerful. Alright. So I'll say you guys get to the sort of like public square area where there's a big courthouse like on the one side of the square. It's very nice, so, sort of that like like almost Romanesque looking architecture with the nice pillars and whatnot. But nothing too gaudy, it's not like it's gilded or anything like that, or like that super like white marble that's like shiny. But it's nice. It's nice. Do you head inside?
I put out my pipe. I clean it out a bit.
We all be pre-gaming before going to court?
Walter's already walking up
I'm
the
not-
steps.
Walter's.
I will say, he does nothing to Jarvis. This gives him a slight tingle feel.
You make me Constitution saving throw.
Please be a one.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Okay. You can handle
Like I
it.
said, it does nothing to him.
He can handle it.
All
Alright. If you'd rolled a 1, it would have been hilarious. Alright, so you guys start walking in. You come into this nice little reception area. There's like a big desk. It's like slightly taller than like your average person. You think that there's like sort of like a elevated spot behind it to sit on, and there's this rather rotund lady in what appears to be like her mid-50s. She has her own sort of beauty, and she's sitting there, and she's, hello, how can I help you today? Welcome to the San Francisco what is it, 9th Circuit Court or some shit like that? Courthouse.
Read it on the map.
Not on this
those
map.
Those are just the squares.
Yeah. We'll just say it's the San Francisco Supreme? No, it wouldn't be Supreme. Whatever. San Francisco Courthouse, how can I help you?
Al.
We have a summons.
I'll take out the letter.
Please present all documentation.
I guess I'll take out the one I was given.
Yeah, I'll take out mine.
Okay, she sees them and then she kind of like leans, and you hear the chair beneath her straining and creaking heavily as she
also
reaches
like that.
over for the papers.
What is
I
your
take-
policy on mechanical animals?
All animals have to wait outside.
Even though they have no bioreproductive organs?
I don't make the rules, I just follow them outside.
Sorry, Zeus.
It'd be good.
You and Helfreen stay out here. Actually, no, Pip will actually stay with you as well. So I can actually use you as a bit of scouting if need be.
So she'll collect the papers and like start looking at them and. Okay. Please wait here. And then you hear her just like strain and get up.
By any chance?
Stay out here, Lazowski.
There's not a name placard sort of thing that you can see, so you don't know unless you asked her. But she gets up and makes her way. She's stunning. She's rotund. She doesn't look ugly. It's like I said. She has a beauty of her own. She's just
She has
massive.
slug.
No, she's not a slug. No. And she.
See that ooze race?
I don't even
She's-
think plasmoids
She
would
was
be
actually
around.
she was actually a plasmoid pushing air out of her. She heads through a back door. Yeah. While you're sitting in there, you notice there's a couple of other desks with a few people. I don't think typewriters weren't around yet, were they?
They were.
Yeah, they were.
Okay, so then yeah, there's a couple of people clacking away at typewriters at like several like lines of desks behind you guys. Mostly women. There's a guy or two. There's what appears to be a marshal, just kind of like relaxing at his own desk, kind of off over to the left. It's not the same guy that you met at their main office. He is passed out, taking a nap with his feet kicked up and his hat over his face. You're the only people currently in here, by the way, too. Like, it's a nice place, you know. Like they keep it well maintained, but like it seems like it doesn't see a lot of use for anything major.
I guess all crime is swept under the rug here.
And about 10 grueling minutes later, sitting in relative silence, except for the clacking of and dinging of typewriters, she will return from the back. Okay. You're gonna proceed through the door on your right. Go to the second door on the left. That's Miss Callie's office.
Anything else?
What?
Anything else?
Just go.
Alright then.
Thanks, lady.
You're welcome.
As we are walking, I am currently developing a cipher.
Okay. Yeah, I do that for fun too. I just develop ciphers in my mindscape.
We've all been there.
Do my skills with the linguist.
Yeah, linguist feat.
I'm not even joking.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of big shot in the courthouse.
You learn 3 languages, your choice.
Attorney General.
I'm essentially developing a cipher right now.
Okay. So you head on down the hallway until I put her in extra characters, or is her thing still up here? Where is it? It's Silver Step. Okay. You head down the hallway until you reach the second door on the left, and you see in nice fine lettering, Cali Silver Step. The door is currently closed.
I'll knock.
Very well. Cali, you available?
Walter kicks
yeah.
open the door. No.
I sure am.
Alrighty. So Cali will let you know to come on in, and you guys head into her office. Tom, what would Cali's office look like?
So like, you walk in, right? And you see, like, this desk, and all over the desk is a bunch of papers. And, like, just manila folders. But, like, the papers are scattered, but the folders are neat. You know what I'm saying? No?
Office decor like.
Yeah.
It's a used
I get what
office.
you're saying.
Yeah, so like there's shelves of like documents and more folders, and there's just a random globe. And
Just a
on
random globe.
on the globe there's a dart on California.
Okay. Any other like little personal items? Any little baubles that she keeps around the office?
There there's her diploma is in the office hanging up, and so was her college logo.
You see, what college did she attend?
Go
Oh.
Broncos!
University of California.
Oh, I see.
UFC.
Was that even a UFC?
UFC?
I don't know. I just repeated what I thought I heard.
Was it California?
UCSF, probably. I mean, that's the one in San Francisco. I don't know when any of the UC schools were founded, though.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't have all the dates for all that stuff. But okay, we'll just say.
California, March 23rd, 1868.
Yo,
But
damn.
She got the degree within the past
The
year.
yeah. She got her degree within the past year. Yeah, no.
She did an entire course in a year.
No, it's more like she's how old is Cali again?
Cali actually has a 200 IQ.
Literally.
Oh
Cali?
yeah, I mean she's a. Oh no, you're a halfling, not a gnome, right?
Yeah, she's a halfling.
Ah, dang, it would have worked if you were a gnome. Nah, well no, you're a wizard. You've got high intelligence. Yeah, so you proved yourself particularly smart. So. SMART, smart. But yeah, I would say just to add to it that the majority of the papers on her desk that are sort of scattered about, you do see like one of those like accordion-esque type folders or whatever would count as the equivalent for back then, that just has like a little. Well, no, it doesn't. It wouldn't have a sticker on it because I don't think stickers are a thing yet. But it just says written on it, Machina Industries. So you think like this is just everything that she has just laid out here.
Can I look on her desk quick? Can I make a quick perception check if I see a folder on any of us?
Sure.
Well, mine's gonna be interesting if there is one.
Shit.
Has a lot of folders and a lot of papers, and you're not seeing anything with your name on it. Yeah, no, sorry.
What do we got?
Do you see a folder with the title that says "The Coming of Bruce Springsteen"? But not Bruce Summers.
Bruce Springsteen. God damn it.
Springsteen.
So, because I'm trying to think, because I'm not like familiar with like procedural stuff here. So like, I'm assuming Callie would actually be the one to like take the statement, and then you guys would just go swear in front of the judge that it's all legit, or something like that.
I've never given a deposition.
Yeah, I've never done any of this, so we'll say that's how it works. We'll say if that's backwards, that's how it's gonna work now. So,
I don't want tips for giving a successful deposition. I want to know how you do it.
I mean, if it's a deposition, it would be in the courtroom because there'd be cross-examination.
Deposition is opportunity for parties in civil lawsuit.
Basically, classic court situation, like from the movies.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I know exactly how I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it all on the fly because I didn't know what I was going to do, but I know what I'm going to do now. Alright, so... Now, so here's how we're going to do this. Y'all are actually going to be in court today. So, Tom...
Yeah.
You better hope you're good at arguing shit. Yeah, change the music. Let me get a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Hold it!
The Law and Order theme. Law and Order theme.
Oh, hold on.
The Jag theme.
The Jag theme? It never took off.
I mean, Dylan, without Jag, there wouldn't be NCIS, which arguably did take off.
You're right. NCIS did in fact take off, but all right. So Callie, we'll just say until Tom's actually going to do like the stuff. Callie will inform you that essentially you guys are getting a little bit of an opportunity to prepare here, because you will be questioned by one of Machina's lawyers to.
Wait, am I mocking his lawyers?
Well, yeah, you see cross-examination, right? So
Vox
that's. Yeah, and it's gonna. God damn it! Stop! So they're gonna put a little bit of pressure on you to see the validity of your statement. So yeah.
I will say this, if that's the case. Jarvis, anything Jarvis says may be disregarded.
Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting.
You're not an employee of Machina Industries, so I don't know if there's necessary. They are, but I don't know if that's actually conflict of interest. Because they have good jobs there, and you're saying something counter to that, so I don't know if that would actually make it a conflict of interest.
The real question is, what's going to happen? What's in his
family.
parents' contract?
Like,
Yeah, that's the real
Is there
question.
any protection for his family against retaliation from what he's doing?
You don't know.
Depends on how valuable
It's almost like someone already brought up some of these points in broader terms.
I know. It's a shame that guy got whacked though by a door of all things.
Well, I think it's more the fact that we have to show up. We have to show up here regardless.
Yeah, we had no
Alright.
choice. If we're
You did have a
law-abiding-
choice.
If
I
we're
never got served.
law-abiding citizens, we have no choice.
You could have chose to not be served, like I did.
I'm dying.
We aren't being sued. We're witnesses, technically.
Served means being served a summons.
Yeah.
And no one ever
Alrighty.
said anything about being sued, Anton.
Yeah.
Jarvis
Sorry,
being
sorry
sued for being a prick, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Upheld.
You're gonna put the punchy slash. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. You feel like you should have been searched for weapons on the way in. For some reason, you weren't.
I guess
Might
because
the guy
like
was sleeping.
people
But
are
then I just don't want
agents
the
now.
Machina guys seeing it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to manage that when you'd have to have like actual anti-magic fields inside of rooms, and even that wouldn't know
You
is kind of because
occasionally get the guy who walks in and immediately turns into a chair because of a true polymorph chair the entire time.
Yeah, wait, did everyone have to walk through a moon meme when they came in?
No, but you know what the worst part of it is though, is that like even at the end of the day, if they took away all the weapons and they had an anti-magic field and they had like a zone of truth, the monk can still kill you, and there's nothing you
and the
can do
barbarian.
about it. And the barbarian, yeah, the barbarian still has access to his unbridled rage, and the monk still has access to his key. So you're fucked.
And Ed can still grow big.
He can still grow big, right? Because the rune stuff doesn't count the same way. It can't
Some
be
of it
dispelled.
does. Some of it, there's one of them that does, and I can't remember which one. But for the most part, that is the case.
Yeah, I know. That's so.
I believe one
fucking
of them
weird.
casts a spell.
It's like it's magic, but it's not magic. Tell me more. Alright, so yeah, so before you guys go in and give your statement, besides Ed putting his punchy slashy thing in the bag, is anybody doing anything in particular to prepare themselves for this?
Walter's
For your
gonna tell nothing but the truth, and all the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. There we go.
So help him God.
So help him
Walter's
God.
an atheist.
That's unfortunate.
No, he's not. Walter's not a devout Catholic, but he's
Well, Northeast, you'd probably be Protestant.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's the same.
Yeah.
it's not the same thing. But, you know.
I will make sure that my weapons are put away safely.
Okay.
I can't take two of them out because they're kind of my arm.
Fair enough. Alrighty. So, I'll say after a little bit of time for mental preparation and whatnot, which they probably shouldn't have kept all of you together. Well, no, you're. Well, yeah, if you're a witness to a crime and you're giving a statement, they usually don't have you get together because, you know, you could, like...
Especially if you're not there on your own
Story
recognizant.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. There's definitely some sketchy stuff going on in this town, but yeah. And after a bit, you guys get led into the actual courtroom, where there is a stenographer. Thank God I remembered the word. And it's a lady who looks like she could be the sister of the lady from the reception desk. However, she is significantly slimmer. And you see the same marshal walk in. Now just he seems like kind of pissed almost / like irritable because he just got like woken up from his nap, and he kind of like takes his spot over like where a bailiff would usually like stand and lets out a very loud obnoxious yawn. I don't think they wouldn't have a jury for any of this stuff. It would probably just be like that, and then and then like there's the prosecution.
Yeah, it's pre-trial.
Right, yeah, so it's just all pre-trial stuff.
The idea is that just both sides are supposed to have access to the same evidence for it to be admissible.
Alright, and Cali will just, come on over to the table, put a couple of like her folders and documents on the table, spread a little bit of stuff out. It looks a little bit more organized than it does in her actual office. And you notice that the defense has yet to arrive, and obviously the judge is usually like the last one that walks in, right? Because then they do that all rise for the honorable judge so and so. Yeah, so however, as you all sort of like gather yourselves up and find respective seats and whatnot within like those sort of like pews, because they probably wouldn't have enough seats for all of you to sit next to Cali. You would notice a flash of light as seemingly out of nowhere appears a very familiar face. You would see standing before you the vampire lawyer Octavian Tiber.
Is that the guy who sent the dinner?
The defense?
For the defense, yes.
Oh, shit. Jackass. God damn it.
Well.
They killed his ass.
I did not expect that I would be here today. So, Miss Cali, are you absolutely sure that this is what you want to go forward with?
Yeah, I'm just getting my papers together still, but I have to do this. I have too much paperwork to just let it go.
Very well. I mean, we all could just settle this out of court and make matters much simpler for my employer and for ourselves, instead of having to go through such a long and arduous process.
Why? Do you have something to hide?
Oh no, nothing at all.
Insight check.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes.
None of my guidance.
You're gonna guidance suddenly / unsuddenly casting guidance. It's like he just reaches over and slaps her. No, you can't. You can't guidance. You're sitting away from her.
Oh, I wasn't sure if we were like all together.
Is my mouse dead?
You wouldn't be with you would not be sitting with the attorney that is going to be examining you. No.
Ah.
Inside.
Jarvis is actually the judge, jury, and executioner.
Jarvis actually is a bugbear. He has 10-foot reach. He can do it.
Only if he takes
Well, I can give myself reach. It'll be fucking weird, but I can give myself reach.
He seems very confident in the fact that there is nothing that he needs to worry about hiding. But then, for the briefest of moments, you see beyond the facade, and he seems slightly worried.
Good.
Oh, too much.
Good. But he'll simply take. You notice his his lawyer's suitcase, so to speak, is actually in fact not a suitcase. It looks like one of those like old leather doctor bags, and he puts that up on the table on his side and kind of like cracks that open and reaches very, very far into it, further than he should, almost to like shoulder length, and then pulls out a thick folder and puts that down, opens it up, and sits down in his seat. After a few more moments, I think is it the bailiff that announces it, or the stenographer? I feel like it's the bailiff. Right? Yeah, the bailiff will. Hold on. Let me think of a name real quick. Or who was the actual AG back then?
Real quick Google.
Yeah,
I'm on it. I'm on it. What have we? 69.
Is it Joe Hamilton?
Cornelius Cole was
What?
the Attorney General of. Oh no, I'm on. No, I'm. What?
I'm on ca.gov/history, and it says Joe Hamilton, December of '67 to December of '71.
Yeah, I got. Somehow I got over to senator instead of.
Oh,
AG.
okay. So yeah, he'll just. All rise for the Honorable Judge Joe Hamilton.
Everybody stand up.
Stand up? Okay.
Walter follows the proceedings because he's a lawful good character.
He's a lawful good character. He is not racist. I promise, guys. I promise.
No, seriously, he is not racist.
Not to be confused with the American mass murderer Joe Hamilton at the same time.
Oh my god. It was actually him. He was just teleporting
It was like
around.
Jack the Ripper. He was a prince, but you know.
And then y'all rise. Whatever else gets said, because I'm fucking stupid and bad at this. And then they say that you can all be seated. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the music. Let's get that Ace Attorney music going here.
Yeah, Aaron's 6 feet under.
Doesn't one of us have sending?
Two of you do, in fact.
Someone like send Aaron.
Why we're at the place he did not want to be.
I don't know, just to get an update on his well-being.
I think we can do that right after this.
Yeah, I don't think they'll take kindly on y'all casting spells in the courtroom.
Yeah, we're surrounded by
I don't think Walter would take kindly on y'all casting spells in the courtroom.
like we would probably be tackled by the bailiffs.
Yeah, probably.
Now, if you had subtle spell.
Alright, so, in the case of... What would it be? The People versus Machina Industries, I feel like?
The state of California.
The state
union,
of...
one of the
Right. Yeah, in the case of the state of California versus Machina Industries... Fuck, man, I am so bad at this. I've seen so many cop shows and I forget how all this shit actually goes.
Address the judge again, and then the judge will ask for Joseph.
Oh, for the opening statements.
Is the prosecution ready? Yes, Your Honor. Is the defense ready? Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, do you have like a thing of how this is actually supposed to go? Or do you just remember that?
I mean, proceedings have changed, so I don't know if that's right for back then, but that's what happens at the start of court. But this isn't really the trial, this is pre-trial, so...
Right, okay. So yeah, he'll just... Alright. Listen. Let's get to this. I have a lunch meeting in about an hour here, so do your statements, let all your witnesses speak, and then we'll get this entered into record, and we'll set a date after that or something. I don't know.
Please.
Who does the prosecution call to the stand?
Yeah. Who's Cali calling first?
Hmm.
I'm doing this so bootleg. Alright.
What?
So the prosecution calls Jarvis Limsmith to the stand.
I get a bunch of hush.
Jarvis goes up. The bailiff brings forward the Bible.
Yeah, he brings out the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I will do my best.
Good enough.
That'd be public contempt.
Is that actually?
Now,
Is that actually? So I'll do my best.
I will do my best to produce the truth as I know it.
Okay, hello, Mr. Limsmith. Would you do me a favor and introduce yourself to the court?
Hello everyone, I am Jarvis Limsmith. I am a inventor and tradesman by trade. I make a small off-the-street side business making artificial limbs.
good transition into this music.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Oh, is it actually? Amazing. I've never played these games.
Neither have I. I've just seen these.
So, Mr. Limsmith, what is it that you do currently?
Currently, I am traveling with the group known as Spirit Chasers. But go around the world at this current point in time, dealing with odds and ends of problems, solving issues, taking care of people, playing the occasional monster that's bothering the populace. You know, the adventurous sorts.
Oh, yes, of course. Now, what relationship do you have with Machina Industries?
I myself don't really have a on-hands relationship, but though through recent things, I have dealt with people within their employ that have been less than pleasant.
Well, sorry about that. I have to get my papers here together. There's a few questions I just want to ask Mr. Limsmith. First of all, did you or did you not have any involvement in Machina in the past?
I personally did not have direct involvement with Machina Industries.
Would you say a family member you had did?
My folks are currently employed with the organization.
Okay. And would they talk about work when you were at home?
Mainly just base projects that they're currently working on. Nothing too strenuous. More like shop talk than anything.
I see. So, did they ever bring up their involvement in the current war?
No. Also, my folks do not participate in the active manufacturing of engines of war. My mother focuses on the biological part of the humanoid bodies, while my father focuses more on the engineering part. Them together to craft limbs for people, and were employed by Makan Industries to help with their robotics section. Whether it involves crafting limbs for those in need or developing new machines.
I see.
Automatons, to be exact.
So, to backtrack on the one comment you made, did you mean to say that Machina, in fact, is involved in the war?
I will say that they may be involved in some way. I'm unsure, though. If they are involved, it is not direct.
For the record, Your Honor, I'm going to have to retract his statement. That's speculation.
Okay.
Retracting the statements of your own witnesses. Not a good look.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a second, you could do that?
You can move that it is struck from the record. The judge has to say. Sustained or overruled.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say in this one, overrule.
And for right now, those are all the questions I have for you, Mr. Lemsmith.
If it does help clarify things, I can explain my words on the matter.
I'm sure the defense will have some very interesting questions for you, Mr. Lemsmith.
Very well. Not for the defense, I'm guessing.
Is the defense prepared to cross?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That works. If you know what comes next, just feel free to say it. But yeah,
I can do the judge part if you want me to.
Yeah, please. Very well. Now, Mr. Lim Smith, Jarvis. Might I call you Jarvis?
That is my name.
Very well. I mean, I do know your father personally, and it feels so strange calling you Mr. Lim Smith when that's what I also call him.
And by which means do you know my father?
Well,
objection relevant.
Objection relevant. Sorry, go ahead. How do you know him? Or was that?
There's an objection. The judge has to rule.
Wait, was that a legit objection?
Yes.
Well, the defense can either the defense gets to make a statement on a defense for their. If the defense thinks it's relevant, they'd say so before the judge makes a decision.
Oh,
I think it's irrelevant.
Does the defense think that his relation with the father is relevant to the cross?
Yes, I guess. Yeah.
Overruled.
All right.
Wondering whether are you his own attorney as well?
As the representative of Machina Industries, I'm the attorney for all of its upper echelon employees.
Alright then.
So obviously I've had dealings with your father and your mother. Now, what I would like to ask you today, what I would like to establish with you, is this. You, and it is true, I know for a fact that you are not an employee of Machina Industries. Would you agree with this?
Yes.
Very well. Now, throughout your life, seeing your father and mother work for our company, sorry, the company, would you say, because you were just asking him, because I'm trying to think here.
Am I essentially a
No, because like, so Cali, you were just like what? Just you had him introduce himself, but I'm trying to like see what you were. You didn't really ask him anything about what you wanted him there to testify about.
It was just opening statements.
Isn't that something that they're both supposed to just say themselves and then they start talking to the
Yeah,
people?
no, opening statements is you talking to the jury. There isn't a jury.
Right.
This is all that was your chance for all the questions you wanted to ask Jarvis.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I thought you would have asked him more than just that.
Then the defense goes with him.
You can all say we know nothing about how the actual legal system works.
And
yeah.
And
Thank
then
God
you would call
I've
your
never been to
second
court.
witness.
Alright, fine. This is what I'll do then. Because this is what I was going to do if you had asked some stuff anyway. So, now, in all of your life, having grown up with your family being employees of marketing industries, would you say that your family and yourself have always been treated right?
Right by marketing industries or right in general?
Right by you. Has marketing industries ever slighted you or your family?
Objection is speculative.
Overruled. There's nothing speculative there.
Oh my god.
Now, if you were to have asked me that probably, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I would have said, no. Recent events have changed. For one thing, I'm pretty sure marketing industry wouldn't be so, what's the word I'm looking for, heavy-handed as to murder someone, would they?
So you're asking him if they would murder someone? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Of course not.
Well, that is where you were wrong.
Well, surely if this is what you're accusing Wesley Marketing of, or the company of, you have evidence now, don't you?
3 employees of theirs attempted to murder us after we found an abandoned facility of theirs. That's because
I see.
we were there.
The way how I'm hearing it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you said that you found an abandoned Machina Industries facility, correct?
Yes.
Meaning that it was under the ownership of Machina Industries vis-a-vis Wesley Machina.
Yes, but we were not trespassing. If that's what you were thinking of implying.
Well, I do believe if it is not your property and you are not an employee there, would you not be trespassing?
It might have been if the people there didn't welcome us.
I see, and these individuals that welcomed you, were they also employees of Machina Industries?
Manufactured ones.
I see. Well,
So-
manufactured or otherwise, if ultimately they did not have the authority, then you would have in fact been trespassing.
No, I believe they did have the authority.
You
fact,
believe that they have the authority. That's rich.
That would be objection.
Okay, let me rephrase my saying.
You said what?
Let me rephrase my words. The one in charge there who had the replicated personality of Machina himself, definitely had authority and control over the area, and they welcomed us gratefully. And we even helped them, even set up their base of operations to properly work again. Since they were very desperate in needs of helping maintain their very beings, since they were severely damaged.
I see. Well, then it sounds like you've done a generous favor.
Oh yes. However, what wasn't so generous was 3 employees of I'll say Vox Machina, of Machina Industries.
Fox was one of them.
Vax and Grog try to kill us.
Of Machina Industries.
Turn into it next week when Keyleth goes meteor mode.
Of Machina Industries attempted to murder us. Me being the first victim of their slight.
I see. And now... What would be your proof that these individuals were in the employ of Machina Industries?
I believe we actually have fucking proof. Give me a moment.
They did tell you, yeah, but...
Which technically
well,
would be hearsay, but whatever.
Yeah, that would be hearsay.
They did relay to us that they were employed by them, and I can even provide inexcusable evidence of what they even looked like.
I see.
If I may.
So in the case of this, normally, evidence is, entered beforehand, so,
No, because this isn't a trial. This wouldn't be...
Oh, okay.
Evidence is during discovery.
Right. Okay, so... Yeah, I'll just say, I have no objection to it.
Does anyone have, a screwdriver? May I retrieve my bag of holding?
The bailiff will look to the judge. Say the judge nods.
The judge would let the bailiff get it out, probably, instead of trusting a witness, right?
I just
right.
You put your hand in
well, more like him looking for approval from the judge if this is allowed in the first place, not so much that he's going to trust the witness to do it.
A screwdriver, a wrench, anything of those basic tools.
Okay. He'll... A screwdriver, a wrench...
Or any basic tool, essentially. Since my spell casting focus can be like a tinker's tools.
Right, okay. So I guess I'll just pull out the fucking tinker's tools or whatever. If you stored it in there and hand it to you.
I take one out, and... May I have, other pieces of paper in front of me?
Sure, yeah, there's blank paper.
So, using my ability known as...
Zellworldo.
No.
I will now stop time.
Magical tinkering.
Bailiff's also probably watching very closely, if I had to guess.
Yes, he is.
I can essentially just put the screwdriver to the paper, make a static image.
Okay. So you make static images of, I'm assuming, Vox, Deus, and X?
Yes.
Very well. I see. So now, these 3, you said were employed, he does air quotations, by Machina Industries expressly to kill you. He kind of motions out towards your group.
was one of their objectives. They may have others.
I see. Very well. No further
have the-
questions at this time.
I have the wounds to prove it if you would like to see them.
That's fine. Yeah, no further
Also-
questions on his part at this time.
Hmm.
Very good.
Be dismissed and prosecution call their next witness.
I will keep those faces up there.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Decide who you're gonna call up next. I gotta pee.
Okay.
How am I doing, guys?
I think we're winning.
The prosecution calls Bruce Summers to the stand.
Oh shit.
I was playing Bruce that entire time too.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Bruce looks over to Ed.
Yeah,
and
I
is
knew
like-
you were. I was pissed drunk the whole time.
Bruce leans over to Ed and is like, "Watch this, Ed. I heard that if you answer all their questions with questions, then like you win. Like you do really good.
Win.
You like do really good. Watch this."
Get held in contempt of court speedrun.
Any percent.
Hey, Morgan, can we get a soundboard of a gavel?
Was there contempt of court? Was there contempt of court in 1869?
I'm sure the rules of court have been around for a while. When was the first person held in contempt? It looks like it wasn't codified by law, but it was part of court precedent.
Bruce has never been in a court before, so
He's also never read the law book.
he thinks he's got it figured out.
He only heard the if you answer every question with a question, you win from like a drunk guy at a bar. From a
It was actually from Billy. He heard it.
Yeah. Right before I killed him. Or Granny probably murdered him. It probably wasn't me.
Thank you, Martin. Can't believe that Billy's child is Patterson.
Holy shit. I always knew he was the son of a bitch.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Bruce
No
Summers
way.
has been called to the stand,
Oh, has he?
and he has a way to win.
Yep. Got it all figured out.
Very well.
Bruce walks over with a big smile, like a shit-eating grin.
Hello,
Bruce
Mr.
Summers,
Summers.
place your right hand on the Bible.
Do you swear to
Raise
tell
your
the
left.
truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Should I swear?
Answer the question, son.
Wouldn't you like it if I answered the question? Wouldn't you?
Answer the question, or you're going to be held in contempt.
Sure.
Walter's like has like a super scared look on his face.
Sure. Question mark.
Bailiff.
What are you doing?
What's the bailiff doing to him?
He's not swearing himself to end. He asked me how to. I mean, you're the DM. Overrule me if you want, Dylan.
No. You're right, because you have to, right? So like, if you don't, what do they do? Do they just fucking arrest you?
Yeah, you're held in contempt of court.
Okay,
As in held in the jail.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. So the bailiff just starts like, place your hands behind your back.
Until he's ready to cooperate with the court.
Yeah, until you're ready to cooperate with the court.
What did I do wrong?
You didn't swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Didn't I?
You did not.
You didn't.
You told time when the handcuffs are on.
Bailiff, remove this man from my courtroom.
Who the fuck keeps hitting the gavel?
Me.
I'm sorry.
I deal with it.
Very well. Bruce, you find yourself removed into like a side room, where he kind of like handcuffs you to like a fucking pole.
I start talking to the receptionist. Hey, how's it going?
I'm working.
Poor Cali.
Cali, just tell whatever witness.
I could not have helped. I was not there.
So now, what would you just move on to the next witness?
Yeah.
Prosecution, do you have any other witnesses you'd like to bring?
Yes, I call Ed to the stand.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Probably would use his full name, Elithar.
Yeah,
Elthar
Elthar Brown.
Ed gets up there and the chair at the stand just sinks about 3 inches.
The platform actually collapses.
Yeah, alright.
The bailiff brings forth the Bible to you now, Ed. You were told how to win.
What's that?
There's a Bible, son. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God and or gods?
Yeah.
Okay. He's the only one that actually said yes.
Yeah, yes.
But he actually didn't say yes, he said yeah.
I mean, that's still an
That's yes,
affirmative.
yeah.
It's acceptable, but it's not yes.
Look, let's be plainly honest here. Jarvis should have been held in contempt too a couple
He
times.
he should have been, yeah.
He started questioning the defense.
But I didn't have a gavel at that time.
Yeah, he was
was
questioning the
winning.
defense.
He was winning.
I'm pretty
That's how
sure
you
Jarvis's
win in court.
testimony is inadmissible. Bruce is being held.
This is not looking good for Cali. Holy shit.
Why do you want to...
Prosecution here, sure. You have your witness.
Hello, Ed. Would you mind introducing yourself to the court?
Yeah. My name's Ed.
Please use your full name, son.
Elthar, but no one calls me Elthar in this world. I go by Ed here. I got reckoned over here a few years back. So I lived in Tennessee for a bit before I started going on some adventures with this group. And yeah, I guess that's my deal.
Alright, what do you know about Machina?
I don't really know shit about Machina. So they just, it's a name that people say a bunch, and I think we visited a place that was related to them. I guess they're an industry.
Hey, wait,
That's what I
can you
know.
describe this place that you visited?
Yeah, shit. It was kind of like a ruins. There were a few buildings and nobody was in. And we kind of walked around for a bit. There weren't no signs that said we couldn't, so we just kind of bugged around. But then there was there was one thing where they had there was like like an assembly thing where you made a bunch of robot people. But that wasn't like going, it was just there. And then we went behind a waterfall, and then we put in a card into a thing, and then the door opened, and then we went in there, and then there was a bunch of robots that greeted us, and they were like, "Oh, hey, we ain't seen people in a long ass time." So we were welcomed, and they told us a few things. We told them a few things, and then we went in the back. I don't even know what we were supposed to do back there, but they were like, "Hey, go." That was up to the smarter people to figure out. And that's around when those three guys, including fake Marcus, tried to kill us.
Including fake Marcus. I love it.
Does that answer your question?
So, when you were in the factory, or this building rather, did you see anything that was out of the ordinary that didn't belong there?
I don't know. It's kind of out of my zone of knowledge. I don't really know what's supposed to be there, so I don't really know what ain't supposed to be there.
Objection, relevance.
I think this is relevant. We're trying to figure out what was inside the building that was described.
Overruled.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what actual thing was out of place. I do know that when we did, so background. Fake Marcus is Marcus. Marcus is our friend. Marcus has been traveling with us for a bit. Apparently, he left a while ago, I guess a few weeks prior to us getting to the Machina place. And without us knowing, someone else disguised as him and took the note that he was going to give us to say that he was going out for a bit, and just kind of disguised as him for a few weeks. He came with us to the Machina place, and he was like punching a bunch of buttons on one of the machines over in the back of the factory. He wanted to get something, and there was some kind of cube that he wanted to get. And we were like, "Hey, fuck that. You can't take that." And so we tried to stop him, and then he was like, "Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna kill you." And then his other two friends came and tried to kill us too. So that didn't belong, I reckon.
My God, that sounds so intense.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it was. I was real scared.
What ended up happening to this fake Marcus?
Oh, man. So, what did he do? He kind of got away. But then, I think Bruce cast a spell on him to make him help us.
Is mind control legal in the Union, Dylan? Did they just admit to something?
I mean, this wasn't in the Union.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't in the Union. So that gets tricky.
And he did
That's
try to kill
technically.
us.
Is that a war crime?
Geneva doesn't exist yet, so no.
Bruce
Or
is
the
currently
convention, anyway.
Bruce is currently talking about his wizard escapades. Yeah, and then I friggin' mind controlled the guy, and it was super fucking awesome to the receptionist.
But he's ending all of them as questions somehow.
Don't you think?
That does sound pretty impressive, sweetie.
Fuck yeah. I mean, fuck yeah. Question mark?
Yeah?
Fuck yeah! You made it.
Alright, now, is there any way you could describe, and in fact, this person that was pretending to be your friend, did he reveal himself to have a name?
Yes. I'm trying to remember if we actually told
we did
his name.
learn his name.
Yeah, his name was Vox.
Oh,
I'm gonna point to the picture of him that Jarvis made. He was like a real slippery magic guy, so he probably had some way of turning into other people.
Maybe even in this room.
well,
Order.
Beat with the gavel. Why do I picture like a tiny little gavel?
It's on the soundboard now, Dylan. I had
Oh,
more
is
him
it?
do it while you were in the bathroom.
Very well.
may I continue?
No,
You may.
Very good. What ended up with this Vox?
Out of character, I don't remember.
I mean, that's pretty in character, isn't it?
That's pretty in character,
Well,
yeah.
character, I don't remember either. Shit. He got. Well, we didn't kill him. We let him go, but we didn't let him take the thing, if I remember correctly.
I see. Well, would you, in fact, say that this person worked for Machina?
I reckon they did, because they wouldn't just want to do this weird job because they wanted to. I don't have any, like, he didn't show me his job papers.
Reaction speculation.
Yeah, well, I'm speculating here. Goddammit, let me
Upheld.
speculate.
Let me speculate.
No, let me speculate.
Please refrain from any future speculation.
Oh, alright.
Stick only to the facts.
At this current time, can I do something?
What are you doing?
Killing the baby.
Remember when I played that I...
Killing the Sorry, bro.
From the one dude we ended up killing?
Yeah, you took a great sword from Deus.
Well, it wasn't a great sword, it was a long sword.
Oh, sorry, yeah, longsword from Deus. My bad.
That was on fire, but it wasn't actually on fire.
You were kind of sick looking.
Can I do a quick examination on the blade itself?
You're carrying around the longsword with you. It's not in your bag of holding that the bailiff has.
It's in my arm. Remember?
Okay.
Oh, he did. You did install it in there, yeah. So, are you trying to like do this subtly to where the judge and the bailiff can't see it, or are you just kind of like popping it out for them to see?
Hold on, I need to think about this for a moment.
The judge would be passive perception, but the bailiff, like, it's his job. He should be actively looking.
He'd be actively.
The stenographer is also passive.
I have a question. Can I actually go to the bathroom in game?
Can you or may you?
May I?
Wait till a recess.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. And I will wait. And I will check on that if that's a thing.
Okay.
Your Honor, may we go to a 15-minute recess?
Not until after the cross. Are you prepared? Do you rest with this witness?
Final
I
question.
wouldn't go that far.
Mr. Head.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wait, what was the final question?
1 second.
And would it go so far as to be prepared to rest with God?
It's just.
Yeah. I know.
Your witness, defense.
Now, Mr. Ed, you said that this individual, this Vox, you said that he had taken the place of your friend and that he had taken a note that your friend had left, proving that it was proven his departure from your group, and thus this made you unaware of his leaving, and that you assume that this Vox was in fact your friend, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, while in the company of this fake Marcus, this Vox, before you knew of his deception, did he ever attempt to harm you or any of your companions?
No. He only did when his friends were there and they tried to, do all that shit.
Right. Okay. Now, in regards to the factory, you said that you were in fact invited in by these robot people, as you put it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, these robot people, did they display to you the characteristics of a regular person? Like, did they seem to understand and feel to the same capacity as a normal individual?
I think some of them were a little wonky, but for the most part, I was able to talk to them like people. Yeah.
I see. Now, define wonky. Did it seem like there was errors in their programming?
I don't know what programming is.
Did it seem like they got hit over the head one too many times?
Objection, speculation.
I'm merely
Overruled.
simplifying the language for the witness.
Overruled.
Yeah, so Jarvis had to fix some of them. I don't know exactly what he did because I ain't an expert on that kind of stuff. No, it seemed like more like they were older, like they needed some maintaining or something. It didn't seem like they were made wrong.
In need of repair.
Yeah, and they got some.
So these robot people in need of repair. Sorry, give me a second. Jesus Christ. They gave you permission to enter a facility whose permission was not theirs to give.
Well, it seemed like at least the one guy was representative enough to be like, hey, welcome, because no one else was there. And they weren't all like, I think you're trying to say that they were all broken and didn't have any sort of agency or whatever, and then we had to fix them, and then they said, oh, hey, welcome. No, they were perfectly capable of thinking on their own.
And how would you be sure of that?
Because I talked to them, and they didn't, say they didn't understand my answer, or they were like, oh, yeah, I have these pre-selected 3 things that I can say. I don't know.
Very well. Next, what I would like to ask is, this individual, back to this Vox, you said that he had gone into a part of the factory and attempted to take a cube?
Yeah, it was a cube.
See. Now, did he state his purpose for why he wanted this cube?
Nah, we asked him, and he was like, I need it.
I see. So, you went into the factory and he began pressing buttons, as you said, took the cube, and then for seemingly no reason attacked you and your friends.
He attacked us because we tried to stop him from taking the thing because we were like, hey, what the hell are you doing? And then he went and tried to kill us, and then his two friends showed up, and then he, or one of his friends, I forget, I think it was one of his friends, started pressing more buttons and some other thing, and it started like initiating self-destruct, and then we had to bang on it a few times to get it to stop. But that would have been real bad, because then we would all got blown up.
I see. So, who attacked first? Was it this Vox, or was it one of your companions?
Well, there was like a standoff for a bit. I think I tried to grab Vox or something, but I didn't want to I just wanted to take the thing from him. And then I think he attacked. No. Someone was invisible. I remember that. I remember someone was invisible, and then they attacked us.
Jarvis was literally the first one to get hit.
Order.
I think you're saying that out of character.
Yeah, that's why I said Jarvis. Just for clarification purposes.
Okay. We were like, hey, what the hell's going on? But we were not the first ones to attack. We wouldn't have just been like, hey, we're going to kill you now.
You did grab first.
Yeah.
So you attempted to take the cube from Vox. And then after this, you said you were attacked by an invisible individual.
I wasn't attacked. We were attacked. But yeah.
Okay. Right. Would it not be fair to say that Vox felt threatened by your large, intimidating self?
Objection, speculation.
Overruled.
I gotta ask real quick as a sidebar, because I feel stupid. Is overruled the one where...
Upheld is the objection is upheld, and you have to stop what was objected.
Upheld or sustained.
Yeah, overruled. Yeah, upheld or sustained, both are valid. Overruled is the objection was overruled.
The objection
so
you can
I
continue.
can... Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I'm like, I hope I'm not continuing on when I'm not supposed to be.
No, I'd bang the gavel at you, Dylan.
Okay.
Hold you in contempt.
So, your large, intimidating self stepped towards him, attempted to take this cube from him. Whether you intended violence or not, it could have been perceived as such. He perhaps felt threatened, and that is what led to this scuffle between you. Now, in this instance,
that wouldn't be a fair thing to say. That wouldn't be a fair thing to say. I think it would be a stupid thing to say, actually, but you're not saying that, right?
I'm saying that I believe if this individual, up until the point that you had traveled to this cube with him, had not been hostile to you in the slightest, but only once you attempted to take said cube from him did he ensue hostilities, I believe that he felt threatened.
Objection, hearsay.
I believe that he was acting in self-defense, as were his compatriots.
Nah, that's stupid.
Hearsay on what grounds?
Grounds.
I'm working with the grounds.
He's saying that he's assuming that that's how he felt.
Well, whether he had felt or not, Mr. Ed here did admit that he attempted to take the object from him without his permission.
But you have no evidence that's how he felt.
Well, let me just tell you why that's stupid. The first thing is he had his friends who we didn't know about come and attack us, and so that means that they had already planned on taking this thing by force, if that means killing us, because that's what they knew was going to come down to. And the second thing is they already also went and tried to blow the whole damn thing up. So no, I think he'd been traveling with me long enough to know that if I grabbed him, I wasn't just gonna try and break his neck or something.
What's trouble about?
Now, up until that point, though, he was still appearing as your friend.
Yeah.
And you didn't trust your friend's actions and decided to still proceed to take the object from him?
If this was actually fucking, we were confused as hell, because if it was Marcus, why does he know about this random cube thing enough to be typing shit in and taking it out? So we were like, hey, what the fuck's going on? We gotta take this from you because something's fishy. And then turns out shit was fishy.
No further questions at this time, Your Honor. Excuse me.
Just for paranoia's sakes, can I tell if anyone's currently in disguise?
The court will now will adjourn for a 15-minute recess.
Okay. While we're getting up and doing this, I'm gonna take a general look around, see if anyone's like in a disguise self or wearing like makeup
Or insert however long Dylan wants of a recess.
The session will now recess for 15 minutes.
The session will now. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, we could use this as an opportunity for you guys to. We'll do the break. We'll say yeah, 15 minutes. Be back here in 15 minutes.
I also need to check something during the recess.
So for your thing,
15-minute recess.
for your thing, I'll say the people in the room are the stenographer, the judge, the bailiff, and then you guys and Octavian. There's nobody else in the room, and Octavian is very clearly Octavian. So you could try, but you'd have to like be approaching these people.
I mean, you could. The judge and stenographer and bailiff are still valid for being disguised, I suppose. Right?
Then I'm not going to do that.
You said what?
No, go ahead.
I'm just gonna go examine the blade, see if there's like any like document property.
All right, make an investigation check. There's nothing that says property of Machina. Hold on. But there is a small inscription along the crossguard in what appears to be celestial.
I can read that, I believe.
Yeah, I think you can. You were the one that read the plaque in celestial down in the
thing. Picked it up fingers.
Excuse me, Jesus. It'll say, let his light guide you.
That doesn't give me anything.
Nope. But yeah, that's all you really find. There's no other like discerning thingamajiggies. But yeah, so you got your little 15-minute break. Except now it's more like a 12-minute break. So go get your snackies, your waters, take a pee, do what you got to do. Fucking with the Ace Attorney music.
Okay, does anyone have anything...
The storm caught me by a bit of surprise.
Does anyone have anything hard evidence-wise?
This isn't the... like, actual evidence. This wouldn't be the time for. This is testimony.
Okay.
But I mean...
They're just getting our statements.
Yeah, like evidence, you could turn evidence into Cali, I assume, but...
I would ask Cali with the notes on the Warforged journal would be helpful.
Would Callie even be with the witnesses?
Probably not, but I mean, like, I think also too, Tom went to go because it said it was a recess. So.
No, I just feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was just feeling like sick in general.
It's my shoulder's really hurting. I'm really sick to my stomach.
What did you do to your shoulder?
I've been working out.
Oh. Well, apparently, you might have been something a little bit wrong. But,
You don't want to cause yourself injurious pain. Yeah, I'm sorry that you don't feel well, but I can't have you backing out tonight. This is Callie's court case here.
I know, that's why I'm not doing it.
Yo,
Sorry, I threw Bruce out.
I honestly don't. The whole time I would have been like, all right, Dylan, did I do this? Because I was not there for that session, so it worked out. You'd be like, Dylan,
that would have been fine. I wouldn't have minded.
Nah, it's fine.
It also did seem pretty Bruce.
Yeah, that was very in character.
Honestly, the second, because I didn't know what was really going on. I didn't know what the court proceeding was going to happen. But a Machina representative is there. That freaked Bruce the hell out. Like, he did not want to be there.
Bruce was like, maybe Aaron was right.
Yeah, he agrees with Aaron fully now because they were face to face with a Machina, well, not a Machina employee, but the lawyer. But now they have them all pinged.
All of them except for the dead man.
True.
What? Did you guys really think that they weren't gonna have representation there? That you guys were just gonna give your statements, walk out, and that was gonna be it?
You know what happened if you would have came in to testify to give a statement on your own recognizance? You can do that in private as an anonymous citizen.
We should have done it.
And it's so funny too because like as you guys were going around the city, I'd even say there's like little to nothing here that's like Machina owned, you know, like there's like some, you know, like shipping crates and stuff that you probably saw like when you were coming in off the ship initially, because you know they're a big company, they do stuff, but like, you know, there's no railroad out to here just yet, so like they don't have like they're working on it, yeah, but they don't have a direct line in here yet. And you already have potentially Parms people to worry about. And now Octavian's here.
Man, it's a real dangerous to be Walter's grandma right now.
Wait, from my quickly, isn't Octavia a vampire?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He did say that when he first appeared.
Yep.
Walter doesn't know that.
The blood-sucking lawyer. That's
Oh, yeah,
right, because you were dead.
He also doesn't know Walter. He's only seen Walter once.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't know
during
Walter.
this time, we'll catch up Walter on that.
So he hasn't had.
Could be worse. You could have been a fiend. You really want to go to court against a?
Yeah. Did
Honestly,
you really
that
want
was the
it to be a Cambion?
Best session.
When you went up against the Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, that was amazing.
You've been to Infernal Court and Fey Court.
Fey Court was a mindfuck.
Was I there for Infernal Court? No, that was probably
No. Infernal Court was.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just remember you guys talking about the fake. That was a Loki Rebecca adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was Feywild time travel BS while y'all were in the Oyavigton.
At least I was there for the Dragon Moot. That was cool.
The Dragon Moot was pretty fun too.
I really enjoyed that because I was just answering how Morgan would answer all of these questions. He wasn't actually trying to actively please any of them. It was just more like, yeah, I guess we could do this if you really need us to, and
So
you
is
know.
Rebecca in a way, but she also was trying to like appease, like, hey, this is in your best interest if we work together.
My favorite was when you
It's
said
also in your
don't
best interest.
don't say it, and then he introduced himself as Dragon Slayer anyway.
Who wants to see a cool picture of me in my outfit that I wore to my brother's wedding?
That did lower some of the standings with some of the dragons, but y'all did really good in the dragon
I
though.
think Rebecca said chromatic dragons. Let's try and save face.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, you were like, he means chromatic dragons.
Let's be honest. Is Morgan really going to pass up the opportunity
To fight a metallic?
Hmm.
I mean,
He'd
add a
fight
metallic
him.
to his repertoire?
See, he'd fight him, but he wouldn't fight him just to kill him. It would be more like he'd fight him
it
and knock
has
him
to earn
unconscious.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd knock him unconscious and then swipe a scale.
Morgan comes up against this dragon. What is he doing?
Friend.
Anyone want to see a picture of me in my outfit that I wore to my brother's wedding?
Oh, you said that before, didn't you? You sent it in the other server.
Yeah, but that was just me. But I have one of me and my whole folks.
Oh, all right, yeah, sure. Fuck it, send it. Put it in like general or something.
Give me a moment. My Discord's got out.
Or ship. Why would he put it in ship?
I don't know.
Got him.
I will put it in.
No, since Dylan didn't give you the option of this, just put it in Wild West.
I was gonna put it in racism.
Look with the Anton drip. Why would you put it in racism?
Because it was a racist wedding. That's why.
It was a racist wedding. Everyone
was Walter
just
there?
Walter's not racist.
Hold on.
Dude, I love how this is the one that actually gets him. This is too funny. Now we know the button to push.
Look in racism.
What is this cultural appropriation now?
Not really appropriation.
What do you do?
What do you do? You do blackface? No, I'm fucking with you. No, that's nice though. Those are some like nice outfits. See, like I swear to God, like Anton, you literally look like the guy. Like you're like the merchant guy in like a fantasy game.
What are you buying?
No, what are you buying?
He's not like Morshu, but like yeah, he looks like a merchant, and then like
Oh, he looks like the guy from Thief 4, the merchant from Thief 4.
yeah. So who's to your it would be your right, but who's to the left of you in the photo?
That'd be my younger brother William.
Okay, so your younger brother, he kind of has like with like the shirt that he's wearing and the kind of vibe I'm getting from him. He's the kid that's like squiring to the semi-famous
My
knight.
friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
What if it makes any difference that he's gay?
He's Sir Loris of Tyrell's squire.
Oh God!
I know, is it not D4? What am I thinking?
Did I say Loris of Tyrell or House Tyrell? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but on the far right in the picture is my brother and his wife.
Yeah, I kind of figured because they're wearing like the more like flashier stuff.
Yeah,
he's got like a whole flower necklace going. Like that's pretty pog.
Look at his hat.
Yeah, he's got like the Sultan hat going. He's like, I am the new Mujahideen.
No, it's not even joking. It's almost like full Sultan. Nice hat, nice ceremony. He got his shoes stolen.
He got his shoes stolen.
It's part of the frickin' tradition.
It's funny.
Look it up. Indian shoe ransom.
Shoe ransom?
I'm not even joking.
I'll look it up real quick.
Dylan, this man in Wild West, you see this man in the pub. What do you do?
Which one? Oh, in
Wild West.
I see him in the pub. What do I do?
Yeah. He's in the shadows.
He's in the shadows. I avoid him because he literally has a crack fucking opioid pipe hanging around his neck. I want nothing to do with it. I just realized that he's got the little opium pipe tied to his trigger. It's like, I don't want to lose my opium.
Oh, that is a fairly major part of the plot or not really the plot, but the backstory and thing. I need to replay that game.
But it's an actual tradition that is done.
Juta chupai.
And then you ransom them off to him. You ransom them back to him. I also we kept those clothes, by the way.
I mean, they look expensive as shit. So
you want to hear? Guess who paid for them?
Probably her family, right?
Yep.
Dylan.
It's probably part of like the dowry. Yeah, what's up?
No, you paid for them.
Oh yeah, I paid for them. It was part of the Dylanry, not the dowry. I actually am the one that pays for all Indian clothing at weddings.
No, but it was a really nice ceremony. I'm glad my stuff fit nicely too. I was really hoping for those. I was really hoping for like one of those scarves.
Yo, everybody back?
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's back.
Yep.
Everyone's back. Yeah, that's true. Everyone in here is quite literally back.
Except Anton.
I refuse to conform.
He's
that's
the
fine.
party
I can
pooper.
make you.
Soon.
Batteries not included. Beck, are you here?
I'm here. Still
Very
no
well.
batteries though.
Damn. All right. We'll start it. We'll start it back up. So, 15-minute recess will have ended. Jarvis will have completed his little investigative tasks. And I guess we're going into essentially the next witness, yeah?
Yeah, the all rise happens again. He comes in.
All rise, the Honorable Joe Hamilton.
All right.
Seated.
Is prosecution ready to call their next witness? Prosecution?
Ellie, that's you.
Yes. So, who on the stand?
No one. You got to call your next witness.
So, next on the stand.
Yeah, Jarvis, Bruce, and Ed have. Well, Bruce has another chance if he decides to cooperate. If not, he's still held in contempt.
The other person that was there isn't here.
Walter was there.
Oh, well,
Walter.
I thought you were alive then. Shit.
Walter Smith.
All right.
So yeah, Walter would be next.
Walks up
All
to the
right.
stand.
Bailiff brings forward the Bible.
Yep. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Alright.
That was easy that time.
Yeah, that was.
Hello, Walter. Would you mind just introducing yourself to the court, please?
I'm Walter Smith, son of John and Linda Smith in Maine. I was human, but until a few months ago, I'm now a dwarf. Due to being resurrected from the dead.
Oh. Well, were you present the day of the factory?
Yes, Yes, I was.
Do you have a different outlook than the other testimony we heard?
Well, Ed gave a pretty good one, but he did miss some details, particularly also not understanding some other parts. Um, the reason why he tried to take the cube back from Marcus, well, who we thought was Marcus at the time, I was trying to tell him, like, hey, it's not ours, we can't take this, it's stealing. And I tried to take it back initially, because he refused to hand it over, because, this was out of character for Marcus. Like, he would never just randomly take someone else's stuff, to my knowledge.
The cross.
What?
The cross was his. He just didn't give it up.
Oh, yeah. No, okay, yeah. And so Ed tried to help out and get it back, and then things kind of spiraled out from there, because then Jarvis was stabbed in the back by an invisible tabaxi, and then they attacked us. And we do know that they at least were employed by Machina Industries, because they told us. And whether they were directly employed by or just hired as mercenaries to retrieve the cube. As for potentially trespassing, I don't believe Machina Industries owned the facility anymore, due to squatters' rights of the Warforged that lived there. We had been living there for the past few decades, 15 years or so, which is long enough for those rights to kick in.
Does that track?
It was introduced in 1862.
Yeah, I was gonna 1860 mile.
It's
Objection.
a few years. It's a few years old now.
Objection. Machines have rights to squatters' rights.
They might be made of metal, but ever since the Reckoning, we've come to know that life is more than just humans. We've seen things that live and have their own rights to live the way they want to. The world's changed completely, and Machina Industries' treatment of the Warforged is nothing beyond slavery, and the Union itself is fighting a nation that employs slavery. So why would it deal with Machina Industries?
So Dylan, this is a question for the DM. Does that objection hold? Because what is the Union's laws on machines having rights?
Oh, it doesn't have any. But
it doesn't have any.
It doesn't have any laws that says they shouldn't either.
Since the
Reckoning, it doesn't apply to.
Since the Reckoning, laws have been put in place within the Union that recognizes the rights of these other races that have come over. However, since Warforged, much like within the realm of D&D itself, are questionable as to whether or not they are considered sentient fully, there have been no bills introduced that can stipulate that. Also, on top of that, these ones were in fact created by Machina Industries, which makes it even trickier compared to if they were just however, I mean, obviously those
from Eberron.
Right, exactly. Because then they could just be like, oh, they came from Magic Land, so we don't know if magic made them or people made them. But here, so
Also,
But, yeah.
Marcus. Cast
Upheld.
sending-
Please strike everything from since
Okay.
the mention of squatters' rights.
That's the mention of the squatters, right?
You may proceed with your questioning.
Cali, I think that's you.
Cali.
Yep.
You're asking me questions.
Yep.
I
Proceed with
know.
questioning.
Proceed with questioning.
Like I said, I apologize. I'm halfway feeling sick. I'm halfway answering. So, Walter, when you were inside the factory, specifically, did you see any codes that were put into a machine?
I personally didn't, but in order to have accessed it, because me and Jarvis ended up putting the cube back, we had to figure out how the machine worked, and we had to kind of punch in a few codes until we figured out how it actually did some things. And in order for Fox, as we came to learn his name was, he would have had to do the same thing in order to access the cube. So he had to have known those details beforehand. Because it did take us a while, and it didn't take him a while to figure it out.
Right. Now, were there any logos, trademarks, anything on the computers with any symbols?
Oh, they're faded, but very much was a facility once under the operation of Machina Industries, but long since abandoned for at least 15 years.
Now, to go off of what the defense said earlier, do you think Vox felt threatened and you all initiated instead of him initiating?
No. He had no reason to think that we were aware of his deceit, because at the time we were just confused and yeah, it was a bit suspicious, but like we're just trying to like talk to him, but he was very unreasonable. So we do what, like we were just trying to have a conversation and maybe like just it's like, hey, we can talk about this. Just hand over the cube and we can talk. And it was at that point that Jarvis was stabbed in the back by his invisible tabaxi friend.
Well, I thank you for telling about that. It must be really hard for you.
I mean, just they tried to kill us all. They tried to kill the Warforged. They set the facility to self-destruct. If it wasn't for, and we got lucky. They almost destroyed the computer that would have been able to disable that. We managed to stop it and save the Warforged. As for Vox, because Ed did miss this part, but we gave him to the Warforged to not do as they see fit, but like whether, because it was their home, so it was up to them whether they wanted to let him go, whether to put him on trial, put him in jail, or whatever, because it wasn't our place to decide on what to do with him.
Does the prosecution have any more questions?
At the time, I'm going to have to say no.
So for defense, would the defense like to cross?
That I will. So, Mr. Smith, you said that this facility had been abandoned for 15 years.
That's correct.
And how did you acquire knowledge of this?
Well, we've done our own kind of. We've experienced our fair share of ruins traveling the Wild West. We did come across a town that was destroyed by a vampire, and we managed to determine about how long ago that was. So we do have some experience in that. We found a logbook of roll credits. But we found a logbook detailing last shipments and deliveries, and based on the state of decay of everything, corroborating with the logbook, it was about 15 years that the facility had been abandoned, as the last date was 15 years ago. So probably would have been still operated to probably at most 14 years, but due to the state of decay, I wouldn't say any more recent than that.
I see. Now, was there in these logs that you had read any reasoning for why this facility had been abandoned?
I don't think so. There was there? No. No, I don't believe
Not
so.
that you found, no.
There didn't seem to be any reason. We do know, because the Warforged told us why they were being created. They were being created as weapons of war to be sold, but
I hate to interject, but that's not what they said.
I thought they did say that.
Order. Please refrain from any outbursts from the audience.
Apologies.
Or future witnesses. You may continue.
Sorry, I had to get that water. All right. I see. And these Warforged told you that they were created for the purpose of combat.
At first, they were attempting to replicate technology from some other world, but the military potential of them quite obvious. You just mass-produce soldiers.
So, and you said this Vox, he had access to codes required to be able to remove this cube from the said facility, as well as being able to initiate some sort of self-destruct sequence?
Yes, he would have required foreknowledge in order to have that knowledge in order to access that and trigger. Technically, it wasn't a self-destruct system, but it was overloading the reactor, which would cause a meltdown, which would cause it to explode. Effectively, a self-destruct system.
I see. Hold on. I think I had one other question. Yeah, no. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
I think he's dismissed for now.
Thank you.
Good. Does the prosecution have any further witnesses they would like to call?
Did I fall asleep again?
Yes, he's snoring.
No, you were
Don't
snoring.
lie. We watched your mic every time the snore sound happened.
Wait. No way.
I'm not asleep.
You were.
You're not now. You definitely were. Don't lie. Just take the L, dude.
I didn't even get to watch it this time. I wanted to make sure it was him.
I've been watching it.
I went to look to make sure it wasn't Luke's dog, but like one.
Yeah, I thought it was
not
Ginger.
No,
home,
Luke's
so
been
it
muted
can't
the whole
be.
time.
And he's
Oh
been
yeah,
I've been
that's right.
watching
He's
Anton,
not home.
And I've been watching Anton's mic light up every time the snore came through.
God damn. What is that?
Did he fall asleep again mid conversation?
No,
I'm trying to do the Mario theme with my nose.
Why?
It's relevant to the case.
It's relevant to the case.
I'm about to throw this man out of my
Hearsay.
courtroom.
All
Just
right.
freaking.
Yeah, prosecution. Any further witnesses?
Yes, Bruce Summers.
Bailiff, go retrieve Mr. Summers. See if he's ready to cooperate.
He goes. He heads out into the lobby, and he comes over to you, Bruce, and he's like, "Mr. Summers, are you ready to give your testimony?"
I don't know.
Does it look like I am?
Are you or are you not?
That would be a yes.
Gosh darn it!
Is there a holding cell in this courthouse?
There
Probably
there
beat
is.
him already.
Yeah, he needs to be put in the holding cell.
Yeah, he's just gonna uncuff you from the chair, and he's like, "All right, that's it." And then he brings you over to the holding cell.
There's no one
minutes
to talk
later-
to here.
there's no one to talk to in the holding cell.
Why is Bruce doing this?
Just think about your actions. And then the bailiff will.
This cell can hold me.
No bars
Yes.
can hold me.
Yes, I do. Oh
Well-
no!
Do you think?
I can't believe that this
What
cell
the
is actually made out of a force cage.
They get him in
What
there in
is-
the first place.
So wait, what did you say, Bruce? After you said you think you can hold me, what?
Do you think I'm gonna let this slide? Do you know who I am?
Bruce Summers, yeah. Look, I gotta get back to the courtroom. I've had enough of your nonsense.
I'm just gonna burn your house down.
The lemons.
Bailiff will return to the courtroom and just be like, he's still not willing to cooperate. He won't even.
I trust you took him to Holden.
I did.
Prosecution, do you have any further witnesses you'd like to call?
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else I subpoenaed.
Someone you tried to subpoena.
It's not what you tried to subpoena. You didn't subpoena anybody else, though.
I'm actually curious. No, I understand. I'll go give Tom the think, but at a game, is it possible to bring God to the stand?
What?
They don't got time for that.
Is that possible? I'm just a general question at a game.
If
speaking.
you manage to get a favor from a deity, you could technically use it on that.
Wasn't a ghost called to the stand in an actual court case?
Like an actual real world court case.
Yeah,
they
like
called
20 years ago.
Sounds
like
like
not.
an
You're
American
fucking
thing.
with me.
Let me see.
So
Here's the
okay,
article.
a joke on it.
That's got to be an American thing. It can't not be anywhere else.
Yeah. Midwest America.
1897.
Oh fuck!
They called a ghost to the stand.
In Greenbrier County.
What the fuck?
Where's Greenbrier?
Well,
I think it's
I'm just
West
saying.
Virginia.
Yeah, strong enough cleric, you could easily do commune.
You
with
could,
God.
but
Yeah, West
we're
Virginia.
not calling God
Take
to the
me
stand.
home.
So, Cali, any other witnesses?
At the moment, no.
All right, with that, I believe we're going to.
Adjourn.
Your Honor,
Yes,
if I
defense.
could, I would like to call my own witness to the stand.
Done. Done.
Could both counsels please approach the bench?
Sure.
Very well.
I didn't get the chance to say, Marcus. Marcus, you asked Jesus that Warforged had souls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good thing for them to know.
What is this? What is this witness you want to call?
I would like to call the accused to the stand.
Mr. Machina.
No, Vox. The individual that they saying was hired to
The
kill
one that.
them.
Okay, the one they're accusing, not the accused
Oh,
of the
The
actual
one
case.
that they're accusing of attempting to kill them.
Oh shit! He's
And,
a
well, not attempting. Sorry, it's not specifically attempting. They're accusing him of being hired to kill him. But yeah.
Very well. So, defense, is your witness able to attend today?
Give me a brief moment, and he'll
There'll be
take
a-
a step away.
Like, is he? Are you saying this like there needs to be a recess, or
No, like just give him a moment. He literally just turns around and snaps his fingers, and another flash of light, and Vox appears in the courtroom.
Does he seem prepared at all?
Ed starts seeing red.
I think I'm gonna do Vox for this one, Tom, since you're technically Marcus and Cali right now.
I have to ask.
If you want
Vox
Fox, fine.
surprised being there.
Is who surprised?
Vox.
I can't believe he's alive.
Vox does not look surprised. No. As a matter of fact, he's actually dressed up rather nicely.
I want to fucking murder him in his sleep.
He'll,
Mr. Box, is it?
That's correct.
Bailiff, please go get one of the, what were they, like secretaries up front? To have the paperwork?
Yeah.
Whatever, like basically sign them in like they did with the party.
Yeah. She'll come in and sign him in. And then once
There's
that's
currently a good broken heft of the whatever chair or bench that Jarvis is currently gripping.
He's just breaking a part of the pew, whatever that they said.
Refrain from breaking court property.
I'll fix it as I do mending.
Refrain from magic in the court.
Any further destruction of court property. Any further destruction of court property by anyone in attendance will be met with
immediate execution.
Immediate arrest.
So I imagine after he gets signed in, he could just approach the witness stand.
Yeah, he goes and gets sworn in.
Yeah, very well. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes.
Okay, so the defense would go first this time.
Very well.
Please state your full name for the record. Which I should have been doing for
Vox, just Vox.
Alright, Vox, just Vox, got it.
No, I don't have a last name. It's... Alright. Octavian will approach him. So, Mr. Vox, let's try and establish a few things here with these questions I'm going to ask you. Let's paint ourselves a picture, why don't we? Now, Mr. Vox, have you ever found yourself in the employ of a one Wesley Machina, owner of Machina Industries? Yes. While not personally employed by Wesley himself, I have been contracted by Machina Industries for a number of jobs. Very well. Now, were you ever hired by Machina Industries to kill or assassinate the individuals in this here room? No, as a matter of fact, I wasn't. I see. What were you hired to do pertaining to these individuals? Well, I had been hired to undertake what is known as asset retrieval. Myself and my two compatriots, may they rest in peace, Deus and X,
I
the
thought
three
those
of
were
us.
the lived.
No, they died.
They,
We
Both
killed
both
both of
died? I
them.
thought.
yeah, y'all killed them.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all are murderers.
Y'all are
no,
murderers.
it was fucking self-defense.
Actually,
They-
since you grabbed at him first.
Bullshit.
we were hired to proceed to the jungle just just east of New Nianzuru, to a former holding of Machina Industries, a factory in which they created these automatons of sorts, robots, warforged, whatever you wish to call them. However, they have no relation to the warforged from where I'm from, though they are of a similar construction and design. My group and I were tasked with retrieving a lexicon transcribed within the inner workings. And so, to spare yourself, Judge, I know that you might not be familiar with the arcane, but essentially its purpose is to record and store spellwork, knowledge of the sorts. It's what allowed the machines to operate to create these automatons for the company. We were to retrieve this lexicon, and then we were to, if the task were too insurmountable in terms of recovering these automatons and returning them back to the headquarters, to destroy the facility, as it had long since been overgrown by the jungle and fallen into a state of disrepair. And all of this was signed off on by Wesley himself. So, and as a matter of fact, he'll reach into his pocket and, well, not his pocket, I'm sorry, it would essentially be like a satchel of sorts, very carefully, because the bailiff's eyeing him, and pull out his contract and hand that to the judge for him to see. And this contract would essentially state that that is exactly what they were hired for, with Machina's Hancock and all that, and that they were each going to be paid 500 platinum apiece for this endeavor. So as you can see, I had a contract for this job, and my reasoning for why I disguised myself as one of their friends was I was under the assumption that they were my employer's competitors. So I wanted to see if they were there to retrieve the same things as I was. And then when it turns out that they weren't, and that they were completely ignorant to the uses of the facility in the grand scheme of things, I determined that I would simply just retrieve the lexicon and make my leave. However, conflict ensued, and me and my allies were forced to defend ourselves.
Horseshit. This is Anton saying it, not Jarvis.
You can't just save face afterwards, dude.
Gavel! Hit him with it. See, and
It's up to Dylan if the bailiff removes him or not. If that was in character or not.
If it wasn't in character, I will allow this one to slide. There's been a couple of them where it sounds like it was going to be Jarvis. I'm not 100%, so I'll say this is the last one. But if it sounds like it's Jarvis again, you're being held in contempt of court.
Come on, Bruce wants someone to be in the cell with him.
Yeah, you need someone to talk to.
The holding cells are on opposite ends of the court.
Character Ed would be like, yeah, now that's some bullshit.
Oh wait, Ed speaks out about it?
Yep.
The judge did say the next outburst was going to be removed.
The next time, yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure Ed dwarfs this bailiff. I don't know. Dylan didn't say what the bailiff was, but Ed's a big bailiff.
Yeah, he does. The bailiff is just a regular run of the mill human guy, average height. He'll now, is it true, in addition to this contract, that you were provided with an access key that would allow you to have entered this place along with the codes required to remove the lexicon? Yes, that's true. The code for removing the lexicon was the founding date of Machina Industries, which he'll say that, but I don't remember the exact date. I put a year, but I didn't put a month and day, so we'll get to that later. As well as the key card is no longer in my possession. However, after I was detained by these kind individuals here, they turned me over to the automatons for their judgment, and having their leader been modeled after the personality of Mr. Machina, I simply spoke a passphrase and overrode the settings and was allowed to go free. So, all in all, I think personally, these guys are in the wrong. But I mean, hey. And David will just go, well, thank you for that enlightening information. I would now like to call one more piece of evidence to your attention, Your Honor, and he'll walk over to that big folder and he'll remove a piece of paper.
The prosecution should get to us first.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. That's right. Yeah, you get to cross. I'll get to that after that then. So go ahead, Cali.
Could I have done something beforehand?
I'll say no further questions at this time. What are you doing?
Are we allowed to talk to the prosecutor just out of curiosity?
I mean, you're back in the audience. I mean, in the seating. The prosecutor's at the prosecutor stand.
So I can't exactly do message spell to you.
I think you can. Do you have to say it out loud for a message?
Yes.
It's a whisper.
I
mean, it has. What is it? It's verbal and.
It's a verbal.
Is
and
it somatic too, or is it
verbal? At
Verbal
least
material.
It might not have somatic, but it does have material.
I mean, you can stealthily attempt to message Cali. So I guess roll me. Would it be stealth or sleight of hand? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's usually sleight of hand for like trying to subtly cast spells, right? So yeah, just.
So what is it? The bailiff is actively looking, and the other two are passives.
Ignore that plus 4, but I'm also going to
20.
flash of genius it for 25.
Flash of genius it. Okay.
That doesn't require anything.
Right. Let me make the bailiff check to see if he notices. He does not.
Turns out the stenographer has a passive of 26.
The stenographer notices everything. Yeah, she actually looks at you out of the corner of her eye, but she says nothing.
I will say to Cali, ask them why didn't they just reveal themselves once they knew. That would have made things simpler and easier instead of having them attack first. Which, at the time, since they've been traveling with us, they would have known Ed enough that his going to grab would not have been hostile.
I mean, I guess the next question is: does Cali take things that are questionable when trying to lock down a case she's been working on for so long?
Okay.
Um,
Tom,
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you do get the question, and
It's your
Jarvis.
witness.
Yeah, Jarvis did say that in your head.
Okay. Oh God, this would be impossible. Your Honor, I have a question. May I approach?
Okay. You may approach.
I feel it's very much needed to get either a witness from the factory or download some information from the factory.
You can work on that in the next phase, but right now you have the witnesses in front of you.
Okay.
You have until the trial to bring any further evidence you wish.
Now, Vox is Vox still up?
Yeah, you're supposed to cross him. Cross-examine.
Yeah, crossing.
Mr. Vox, may I call you Vox?
That's the name that I gave. So yeah.
No. From what I hear, all of these people here have a different interaction than what you say you had. Is that true?
He wasn't here for any of their testimonies.
Yeah, I don't know what they said.
Well,
I will say outside of that though that he didn't say that his interaction was different. I mean, like above game, because like, you know, y'all were saying how it played out. He would have said how it played out too. He just said how it played out from his side. He didn't change anything about that.
Yeah, nothing he said really contradicts what you witnessed.
I sort of. He said they just defended them. Well, that technically is true, but they did attack first, so we're more defending.
Unless a grapple is an attack, which it does replace an attack.
But we thought it was Marcus, so
Don't
we weren't
do
really
that.
hostile at him.
I mean, you know.
No, rules is written.
It's not even
the same. Oh, it's more of a case of technically at the time we thought it was Marcus.
And if someone grabs you on the street, you can self-defend yourself.
Yeah.
They don't have to punch you.
Even with friends, like if Tom walked up to me IRL and just started like trying to grapple me to take something of mine because he thought I was acting suspicious, I would have full rights to blast him in the face with the old left hook, you know, like that's I mean, that's not necessarily how I would solve the problem because I've known Tom for like most of my life, but you know, you can in fact do that and it would definitely be considered self-defense in a court of law.
But he wasn't. Here's the thing. That happened. Ed wasn't the one being aggressed against. I was.
You got attacked after they attempted to take the cube from him.
Which is
And you were also moving to take the cube. You were part of that. The only one that wasn't part of that was Aaron, who made him invisible.
Aaron made Vox
Everyone
invisible.
else was trying to get him to give up the cube.
Yeah. And it was funny too though, because it's like he did one suspicious thing and then y'all were like, oh, that's it. But then when we revealed it, you know, you guys were like, oh wow, actually we were shocked. We thought it was just Tom being Tom.
No.
Like, but yeah, I don't know. You kind of like stumbled into that one, but it's funny. But sorry, go ahead. Yeah, so he would just go, yeah, I don't know what they said. I don't know if my story was different from theirs, but I know that it was from my perspective. So I guess that's where it would have differed.
Hmm. Who threw the first punch?
Through the first punch?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. That and I'm going to be honest, that one's not a lie because Aaron turned him invisible and Deus was invisible and Jarvis got punched in the back.
He was stabbed.
Stabbed. Fucking stabbed.
I mean, technically, with the wording
Or-
of the question, Ed threw the first punch. Since
Well,
he's the only- he's the man
technically,
that punches.
Yeah, Ed did to the first punch. But well, no. So wait, if you got stabbed, you didn't get attacked by the Tabaxi. You got attacked by Deus. He was the one with the sword. The Tabaxi was a monk. He punched.
him. Okay,
no,
yeah,
clawed.
Yeah, it was clawed.
Well, yeah, he clawed.
It was the Tabaxi that did it. I thought he stabbed him.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah. So then, yeah, he would have just said he didn't see it. But he's like, you know, I didn't see it, so I'm not sure. But I do know that Ed there and Walter were both, you know, trying to grab the cube for me. And while I wasn't sure whether they had figured out that I wasn't their friend, I felt myself being threatened. So my friends, seeing that, stepped in to defend me, and then I proceeded to defend myself as well.
Lethal action wasn't necessary.
He's just mumbling in this point.
No, I'm not mumbling in my sleep. This is Jarvis.
No. I
Oh, wait,
didn't
that was
say it
Jarvis mumbling?
Contempt
out
of
of there.
court!
Audible, come on! Give me a fucking break.
You kept outbursting. The judge is fed up with
You
you.
specifically said that was in character, so yeah.
Yeah, that's
contempt.
yeah. You're in contempt.
I mumble to myself.
The bailiff comes over and is just like, yeah, you've interrupted for the last time. He slaps the cuffs on you, and he takes you off to the isolation room. To holding.
Out of curiosity, is this just a regular cell?
Yeah, you're in a cell like literally right across from Bruce.
Bruce is like, what do you do?
What are you in for?
I grumbled.
I mumbled.
See, all these friggin'
After
court rules, you can't
outbursting
mumble, you can't
a
talk,
large
you
number
can't
of
ask questions. So many court rules.
So is there any other questions from Cali?
I'm trying to think here. What was your interaction with the? How should I classify them? I'm gonna say people inside the factory.
Frankly, didn't do a lot of talking with him. Wasn't really interested. Had a job to do, wanted to get it done. Sure, they seem lifelike enough, but you start talking to them and things seem off. I mean, like, at least from what I observed with what you guys were saying to him. Most of the time I was just kind of off in the back staying quiet, but
Jesus.
cheese and crackers.
So at no point were you hostile with these people. I'm not talking about the group.
The automatons?
Yes.
No. There wasn't really a need to be. They didn't interfere with my mission. And after you guys had turned me over to them, some of them seemed a little upset about the fact that the place was gonna blow, but it seemed more like they were concerned about continuing functionality, if anything. There was a lot of complaints about, like, What would I have done if the factory wasn't here anymore? I wouldn't have a floor to sweep. Or, oh, with the factory gone, I can't greet people when they come in through the door. Not like anyone had come in the last 15 years besides all of us. And like I said, I issued a override phrase to the Wesley lookalike, and he let me go after that. He wouldn't have said settings earlier either, because I feel like that's like getting too much into the realm of computers, which like
Yeah,
aren't
I also
really
don't think
around
computer
yet.
would have been said earlier.
Yeah, somebody said computer, and I know it wasn't me.
I think it said touch.
If it
not.
if it was me, I apologize, but I know somebody said computer. But
A computer back then was a person.
yeah, literally. So I mean, yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but look, I get it. You want them to, I guess, seem like they're more than they are, but I really don't think they are.
Does the prosecution have any further questions?
Tom.
Yep.
Yeah, any more questions?
Basically, what's on the cube?
I'm not privy to all the information. I was just given sort of a rudimentary understanding. Essentially, the arcane formula is required to give them their lifelike appearance. I mean, otherwise, the body is all just metal forged and crafted to look like a person, and whatever's on the cube just kind of gives it that spark, I guess. Although I don't know if I'd use that word, because I look you in the eyes and you have a spark behind them. They don't really have that. They just, it's kind of more of an ember. They're not quite all there.
Out of curiosity, how far away is the cell to the actual courtroom?
No, you try to ask if it's within 120 feet because you want a message?
Maybe.
It's yeah, it's within
Clearly they'd have
120
an
feet.
anti-magic field in the cell.
In the cells? I would certainly hope so.
You would hope so. But are they advanced enough to have it?
I mean,
You
it's
don't know.
the
They did
district
in the
courthouse
Answer.
in California,
Yeah, I mean,
which is
you
a
could give
member of
it
the union.
You could give it a try.
Well, first of all, is there like any bailiff or guard?
Currently, no. The bailiff's back in the courtroom.
I will do a quick just to see if I can even get it, just in case if I miss something. I'll message Ed saying, "How's it going?"
You
I'll
point
even
in
get
the
the cell up.
direction. You do your little sibbity sim saladim and kind of start to feel it go like it does normally, and then whoop, nope.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What did you say?
So here's the question: did the spell go and just hit like a barrier? To feel like?
Kind of like I don't know about a
Meaning, if I
barrier
wanted
per se.
to, meaning if I wanted to, could I like cast a cantrip in my cell and it would work?
You could try.
Uh, I take out a small, like, little stick in my pocket, break it, try mending it with the cantrip mending.
It sort of starts to bend back in the right direction, and then nope.
Damn it. So this is my question. Continue with what is sounding like a kangaroo court.
Yeah, it's a kangaroo court because you kept outbursting and they took you out of the
Shut
room
up.
like they do in every court. Yeah.
That's not what I mean by kangaroo court.
Oh my god. All right. Kelly, anything else? Any final questions? Any little inquiries
Tom?
skittering about in your mind?
Tom fall asleep?
Bombi?
Bombo?
Bombus?
Yeah,
Any final questions?
that's gonna be it.
Okay.
Well, I feel like he keeps forgetting that he's muted himself.
Vox, you're dismissed from the stand.
Spanish.
Please stay in the courtroom until proceedings end for the day.
Sure thing, Your Honor. I mean, he's my ride back. He kind of nods over towards Octavian.
Now, Octavian, you said you have another piece of evidence to enter today.
Yes. And he will produce a piece of paper from his folder and hand it up to the judge. But
Cali would also be able to see, because everyone can see both sides can see evidence that's presented. So Cali would also come up to see it.
Yeah, Cali can see it. It appears to be from your. Well, actually, yeah. If she's able to see it, then she could read it. I'll give you the cliff notes. It's an executive order signed by the Secretary of War of the Union, Edwin McMaster Stanton, essentially calling for / ordering Machina to begin producing these automatons for them for the war effort. So essentially what Octavian is like seemingly trying to get at with this is like this is becoming a much larger matter than the state of California itself can handle, Your Honor. I believe perhaps dismissing this for the time being, since we do have work to do for our glorious union.
What's the date on that letter? Is it recent?
It is. It would have been around the time when Vox would have been commissioned to go and retrieve the lexicon. So a couple months have passed since you guys were up there. So I'd say about, if it's been like 2 months since the Warforged factory, it's signed about 3 months ago.
Question for you, Ellen.
Yep.
What would happen if we killed him?
That's not something. Very bad things.
Killed who?
Octavius.
When we originally had, not Octavia, had Vox. Instead of handing him over to Warforges.
We probably wouldn't have been in this situation.
You think that Machina would have another contractor that would go after to asset retrieval?
Oh, I don't know. That's the thing.
Especially after an executive order from the Department of Defense.
Well, that's not the point. Was
it's the road not taken, Anton. We'll never know.
Fine. This is hypotheticals. That's all.
This will be entered into evidence, but this case is not dismissed.
Fair enough, Your Honor. I believe that's everything on my end. What about you, Cali? Oh, gee, I don't know. I'm Tom.
Tom, were you muted?
He's not muted. He's just not
Dude, he
talking.
takes
Well,
fucking
he's not
forever to
doing good.
respond.
He's not feeling good.
Yeah, he's not feeling well.
So, yes, it's being pushed back to another date, he said.
Well, I mean, this is just like one of the days for pre-trial.
Oh, okay,
So
then yeah.
He'd like he'd gavel you out for whenever Dylan says the next pre-trial date is.
Let's say, what's a reasonable amount of time?
But I mean, like, party's probably done. They gave their testimony.
Yeah, the party's done, so he would just set a date. So I'll say probably like a month from now or something like that. That's usually how they do it, right? I feel like it's like a month at a time because they want to stretch.
Yeah, get more time for discovery.
Yeah, so he'll set it for like a month. So he'll say, was that November 7th or something like that, or he'll call it November 10th.
The cube don't fit. You must
Make sure
acquit.
that's on a weekend.
Check right now.
Oh wait, I just remembered
I was mostly
something.
joking.
Dylan.
Hey, is there?
I identified that cube. I know all what it's capable of and what's on it.
You do.
Is what he said accurate now that I'm just remembering?
I remember the word lexicon being used back then.
For the most part, yeah.
It probably can do a lot more than Octavian said.
Yeah.
But that also doesn't mean Octavian's necessarily lying.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, yeah, you don't know how much each of them individually knows, and like it's probably compartmentalized, but yeah.
Like, even if it's capable of more, that doesn't mean he committed perjury or anything.
Funny,
it's
though.
a weird kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's like if he doesn't know, he doesn't know. So I'll say after that gets set, you would just kind of notice like Vox would go over towards Octavian and like begin sort of like having like a hushed little conversation with him every so often, occasionally like looking over in your guys' direction.
Can I try and listen in?
Sure. Make a
I
perception.
guided myself, but I'm in a courtroom and that looked weird.
It would look weird.
I'm gonna grit my teeth.
Grit 'em.
Because I really want to know. Okay.
Oh! Any inspiration?
No.
I still have my inspiration too.
I guess not. He doesn't have any inspiration. All right, so you hear none of what they're saying, but you're staring at them very intensely. And I would say that Vox definitely notices, and at some point or another, he begins just like doing like additional little hand signs that make absolutely no sense, almost as if to confuse you, and smiling in your direction. And then finally, you watch as he makes a little bit of a show of it, as he reaches into his bag, pulls out something that's cube-shaped, hands it to Octavian, and then flips you the bird.
Does he do the wave with his
really
eyebrows?
resort to this, but he really dislikes Vox. He's going to remember one of the dwarven obscene gestures that Zareth has showed him, and he will do that in response. And I imagine it's far worse than the bird.
It definitely has a far worse meaning, and he catches it, and he just seems even more amused by it, to where he almost starts laughing, but then he stops himself. And after a few more minutes of them having their little hushed conversation, Octavian will just kind of do like a little bit of a bow towards the judge as he's like on his way out, and he'll snap his fingers, and the both of them will disappear in a flash of light.
What color light?
Red.
No, I would actually say I was gonna say green initially, but yeah, no, red would make more sense. Actually, it's almost orange.
It's actually the color of money before they moved over to the gold coins.
Yeah, but yeah, and then they're gone, and now it's just the rest of you still kind of like getting ready to file out of the courtroom. And oh my god, I have to pee again. I'll be right back.
How much do we have to pay to get out of contempt? What's the fine?
I'm gonna look up California law in the 1860s.
Yeah, please do that. I'll be right back.
Currently, it's up to 6 months in county jail, 3 years of informal probation, and a fine of $1,000. That's modern
in
California.
addition?
What?
In addition?
No, let's. Yeah.
Is it an or is it an and?
And.
Yeah, that's the maximum sentence. Is all of them.
Yep. For more serious acts of contempt of court, which probably would fall into Bruce's range, range from 1 year in county jail to 3 years in state prison.
All I did was just speak out.
After being told not to multiple times. This is a thing that happens in actual courts in modern day. That's what order in the court means.
I like how Walter was the only one that didn't break any law.
He's lawful good.
Sorry, I was both in game and out of game pissed.
Oh, I was like, oh, I was.
It doesn't change the law.
I was so angry. Just there's a possibility that we could be brought up on charges of treason because of that executive order. Like, holy fuck.
And Walter's a loyal Union boy.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that.
What is the accidental treason?
What?
Oops, I accidentally committed treason. Look, how was I supposed to know?
When you accidentally a war crime? What? I thought it was okay to use the main gun of my M1 Abrams on soft targets. What do you mean I was supposed to know that I can't do that?
What do you mean I'm not supposed to fire at people that have a red plus sign on them?
Thought that meant I got more points.
I wanted an extra life.
yeah, I wanted an extra life.
Okay, so look, the fine in modern day is this much, and I'm going to put it through the inflation calculator.
What's inflation?
Well,
I got to go back in time 140 years. Deflation. And then Dylan, I'm gonna give you a dollar amount, and you get to decide how many gold that is.
Wait, that wouldn't make any sense though, because you'd have to look at it from that time period and not modern day.
That's what I just said. We're devaluing the money because I can't find the law code back then.
Oh,
we're not giving you a $5,000 fine. We're giving you what the money would.
Oh,
what
you
that
know
money is
why
to
there isn't a
in
law code?
1860s.
Because it wasn't codified into law for a while. Because there was only.
But it was court precedent.
Yeah, it was precedent. So, but there was
and precedent
no
is
law.
in up into even today, but for most of history, precedent is almost as good as law.
Yeah, it can be turned over willy nilly. It's just people
by a higher court.
Yeah.
Oh, they were doing Candela Obscura
Right.
today.
So Dylan, there is the dollar amount. Figure out what that is in gold.
Didn't they say that for modern day to gold, it's like $1 is a gold or something like
No,
that?
$100 is a gold.
$100 is a gold.
Or no,
so,
is that right? I think that's right.
So,
so we can just go with the gold inflates too. So it's 50 gold.
okay, yeah, that sounds reasonable. I was gonna do that or 75. Yeah, we'll say both of you have to pay 50 gold to get out.
Okay.
15E edition GP 5E edition ATM machine gold piece is worth $104 US.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 5,000 divided by 144. It's 35 gold.
Nah, whatever. They're getting overcharged. It's a corrupt city.
It's California.
It's California.
California.
You're being. It's 50 gold. You're being taxed. It's 35, but you're being taxed up to 50 because
They need to repave the roads.
Yeah, they need to repave the roads.
That's not really a thing.
I pay it.
They have no pavement.
They need to pave. They're trying to build the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, they're trying to.
It's not even going to be started for another 3 decades.
Technology's ahead of its time with magic. Yeah, but it's actually an arch bridge in this world instead of a suspension bridge, Beck.
Alright, well,
cursed.
yes. Well, as are we done with the court shit?
I would say at that point, yeah, you're done with all the court stuff.
Okay, we're going full fucking One Piece.
I don't know what that means because that's like one of the only anime I don't watch.
Sounds like there's a weeb in this call.
Kill him!
All fucking weebs.
Kill him. What do you mean you're all fucking weebs, dude? Beck and Bean like hate anime.
There's 2 that I've watched that I like.
Here's the question: do they like Star Trek?
That's not being a what?
You can't. Yeah, you can't be a
Star Trek is
weeb
not
for liking
weebism.
Star Trek.
Geek
Weebism.
or nerd? Sure. Weeb? No.
And also the answer for me is no.
Okay, then rephrase that. Nerds.
Bean is definitely a nerd. This man will come here and like do crazy math in his head, like fucking. It's no problem.
Like add 2 numbers together.
Dude, no, it's more than that. Don't even. You'll literally sit there and do like atomic calculations and then be like, so Dylan, if I did this, it would be exactly like this many particle parsecs to like explode New York City with like an atom bomb. And I'm like, Bean, how the fuck do you know that? And you're like, well, you know, it's fairly simple science and math. And I'm over here like, you lost me when you started talking about like quantum entanglement and somehow we got to like how many megatons of like fart cloud are in a nuke.
Yep, sure, check the VOD.
I said that to Dylan by mistake.
Who are you saying? It's very simple, yeah.
I bet definitively.
Alright, but yeah, so you guys, I'll say you all, unless you had any additional business in the courthouse,
I feel like Bruce has to
If
finish his
every fart
conversation
in
with
the world were
Roz.
condensed into a bomb, how much damage?
Is that an XKCD? Did XKCD do that?
It's a QRA thing.
Well, as we're leaving, I was just saying, if things goes as it looks like it's going to be going, we're going to have to start disguising ourselves.
I mean, this...
You'd have.
It's almost like someone could have warned you about this.
Yeah.
Wild, isn't it, Dylan?
It is. It's, you know. I'm so glad that Bean knows me so well that he knew that I was going to try and do this.
Well, and also, Aaron is a successful conspiracy theorist.
He is, yeah, no, but you know what? He's right.
That's right. Aaron's from our modern world, so he's aware of this bullshit.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He
until
warned
he's
you
not.
about this. That's why he left, because y'all wouldn't listen to him.
Well, the thing is, Walter wants to follow the law, and that's what he did.
Aaron wanted to testify too,
anything.
but not under the subpoena. Because
Walter
all of
had
that
to
would have been
comply
avoided.
with the subpoena. If Walter didn't,
So
he'd
the
be
case
breaking
doesn't
the
change
law.
anything because Vox was able to identify us regardless of whether or not we testified.
Yeah, if you're worried
if
about
we
the
didn't testify,
that
I'm
part
sure
for that
we
part of it, yes.
If we didn't testify,
We're
we
not
wouldn't have
more or
known
less
shit.
by this.
Vox knows what you look like, but anyone that got sent with Vox to come after you means that Vox would have to come after you again, and you've already beaten him once.
And if Fox doesn't know what Aaron looks like. Aaron's a corpse.
He also doesn't know what Aaron.
Well, no, Vox has been with us long enough to be able to identify all of us,
Well, Aaron
and also know
James-
where we're headed, because we talk about our plans openly.
You do,
thought it
yeah.
was Marcus.
Yeah, you did think he was Marcus, to
Yeah,
be
no, it's
fair.
not a mistake to do that, but it just means that whether or not we went to court today, it literally wouldn't have changed anything.
If
All I'm
anything, we
saying
would
is
be in a
Marcus
worse
and
state.
Farkas were both bad fathers. Marcus abandoned the kid. Farkas ignored it.
Marcus ignored it.
Yeah, we would have been in a worse state if we didn't go, because that would have been easier to paint us as traitors.
Traitor.
Yeah, it would have all been in the hands of that fucking vampire.
Yeah, blood-sucking lawyer.
All I'm saying is Bruce is clean now. He claimed stupidity.
Just
It will
wasn't
be
paying
remembered
attention.
that he didn't testify.
Claimed stupidity.
He'll be the only one that's safe
I
among
think I
you.
kicked his ass.
Oh my god, I'm angry.
Well, what? I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. I think that went pretty well for something I did on the fly, because I thought you guys were just gonna go to the docks and completely avoid the court until the last possible second. I planned for none of that.
Well, Walter did say, like, yeah, we'll go tomorrow morning before we deal with whatever else.
I'm not going to say what I just rolled to Dylan, but I'm going to tell you I rolled an 8. So the last 3 rolls in this chat are 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
Out of curiosity, where's Aaron?
Aaron's dead. How many times do I have to say it?
That's not knowledge for you to know.
Oh, we can get a sending on Aaron.
Those were his death saving throws.
Now that we're out of court.
Yeah, those were his death saving throws.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually rolled 3 ones in a row.
Who wants to send them?
I can do it. I'll send to Aaron.
Yeah, we could be like, hey, court was fine. Vox is still here. He's an asshole. We're probably
to
fine.
prison for treason, but that's fine.
No, we're not gonna go to fucking prison. God damn.
Yeah, we'll just hide in Texas forever.
Yeah, you'll be safe there. It's its own sovereign nation. As long as you don't break their laws, you'll be fine.
I mean, Walter did piss off like the right-hand man to the president, but whatever.
What's Bruce saying?
All right, Bruce is saying, "Hey, Aaron. So sorry. You were right. Can't beat Machina in court. Gonna have to kill them dead. Ourselves. You know, one word. Real gunslinger style. Where are you?" I think that's 25, or was that 20?
I think you get the where.
Oh,
It's how I count it, anyway.
all right. Where?
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 Still ending everything with a question.
Yeah, still ending. And you would have felt as if it went through. However, there is no response.
You say anything?
He didn't get back to me.
Fucking jackass. God damn.
But I don't really blame him. That court was pretty not it wasn't a fair court, I'm gonna say. Well I don't know if the court system is great. I'm not believing in the marshals right now. I don't know what to believe in anymore.
Well, I don't know how we I think Cali is going after something that we're not really involved in.
I don't know if she can. I don't know how far she's gonna get with that. I don't think she's getting anywhere. And quite frankly, I don't see how what she's doing is gonna do anything. If anything, she got us in more trouble by trying to do this.
Well, no, I don't think so. Because if she weren't there, then we would have to deal with whatever Vox and that lawyer say.
What? Is that real, Dylan, or did you fake that roll somehow?
No, that's real. I literally just did it for shits and giggles to see if I got a 9.
Big 10, Big 10.
7, 8, 9.
Quick, Dylan, delete my message so we can try again. Delete that one too. It's cursed. We've lost it.
Sorry about that. Y'all were talking, and then they...
I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're fine. Because if they were like, oh, if they were gonna go to court, and then the fucking Fox was like, these guys are traitors, and they tried to stop whatever union shit, we're like, hold on, we're just dipshits who walked into some shit.
Wait a second.
I don't know. I just feel like lately the Spirit Chasers have been getting diluted. Like now we're middlemen for Italians, and we're going to court, and
We're not
instead of
middlemen
just
for
going
Italians. We're going to
going
the...
it out and kicking ass like how we want. We're not doing anybody any favors. You know, let's.
Well, we're going to the Union base to tell them about the mafia.
Yeah, but I mean, the court proceeding, nothing was technically. They didn't do technically anything wrong. Oh yeah, well you're talking about the mafia, but I'm saying like about Machina, I'm way more scared about.
Yeah, they're able to twist things to make it look bad for us. But like, if you're, let's say you're in the middle of a store, and someone comes in, and apparently they're trying to repossess things, but they don't tell you, and from your perspective, it looks like they're just outright stealing something. Of course, you're going to try and stop it.
Yeah, I just don't know if there's any way to prove that.
Not without time travel. Jarvis,
But
can we
with
time
corporate
travel?
espionage, only Aaron has time.
Hold on, I'm able to give you a proper response.
He's
Well,
like,
see,
I will
if we
now
make a
explain time
spaceship
travel.
with enough nukes powering it, aka the
No.
Orion drive,
No, okay.
Time travel.
Orion
we can time
drive?
dilate.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Do you not know about the Orion
I
drive?
do know the Orion drive. That's nuts.
It technically would work.
Orion drive.
But it would time dilate, but it wouldn't work the way you want. It would just let you get further into the future of Earth.
Yeah, we can't go backwards.
Unless we can find negative energy.
Or have a cylinder that's rotating a certain direction, but the cylinder needs to be as long as the universe is. It needs to be infinite in life.
Remember
Actually,
when he
we
called
already
you
have
guys nerds?
We already have negative energy back, but it's just too small.
Nerds.
Yeah, remember when
Casimir
Dylan
effect.
called you guys nerds?
Do you remember when I didn't give a fuck and continued being a nerd?
I continue to be a nerd. At least he's self-aware. All right.
As it stands, we're going to be made scapegoats for their crimes.
Yeah, maybe Bruce is right. We'll just go.
Nah, I don't sweat that shit though.
You don't sweat the entire might of the Union Army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed,
This is the
why?
freaking Wild West.
Bruce, if you commit treason, everyone will know your name.
Holy
Hold on. Ed, why?
What? Why worry about what? You know, what happens, happens.
Yeah, but don't you want to be able to affect what happens?
Yeah, we deal with it as it comes.
Yeah, but I don't know. This kind of thing we're in over our heads. Maybe someone else knows something that we talked to about. Maybe Lane knows something about this shit or something. But with what we have, it's just we walked into something that happens to interfere with some. Like, what the hell? They're going to accuse us of treason because Machina hired some mercs to go and steal something, and then we stopped them. Is that real? They're going to try and twist that into us being traitors of the state?
We're retrieving.
Yeah, but we're not like some agents of evil whatever. We're just guys. They're not going to send the whole force of the army after some guys, okay?
It depends how dangerous they think of us.
If they think we're dangerous enough to send the whole army.
I mean, yeah, have you looked at Ed? He's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, look.
They definitely underestimate.
Maybe they'll send a few guys for me, but I mean, shit.
And someone, I just want to know if Aaron. Okay, I know you're jokingly saying Aaron's dead, but This is just getting annoying.
No, that's what Aaron told us. As soon as he walks
Yeah,
out the door, he's
to the
dead.
best of your knowledge, Aaron is dead because that's what he said.
Sure, okay.
You and your constructs failed to find him.
Well, Aaron also has the ability to disguise himself.
Yeah, but to the best of your knowledge, all that was said is if I go out that door, Aaron is dead.
No, there's an easier way to figure this out.
Well, the sending seemed to connect with someone, didn't it?
Yeah, it went through. Let me look on the wording in my tome if that actually means that he's alive or not.
I mean,
It actually went to that Aaron that told you to stop yelling his name.
It did connect with Jesus, and Jesus is dead. Also, God.
Oh wait, it does say it works on other planes.
Yeah, but there's a 5% chance it fails. So I don't know, just in case, roll a d20. If it's a 1, it failed. If it was on another plane.
I don't know if it alerts me that
Dylan rolled a d20.
I don't know if it
You
alerts
want me to roll a d20?
No, you already did.
Oh yeah, that's right. I already did.
Marcus. Oh, holy Marcus.
Oh, Marcus.
You there?
Oh, Bombi.
He's not feeling it.
I know. I was just wondering if he had the ability to literally get the answers to like win or something. Because as it currently stands,
Technically, Aaron is a disguise because he's not
Wait a
human
second.
anymore.
Wait a second. Question: when's the concert?
Actually, in another day or so, because it was 2 days prior.
Yeah, so it's the concert's tomorrow night.
I mean, he's. Because how many people don't know he's Thorin Oakenshield?
You don't know.
Ed knows, Marcus knows, Bruce knows, I know.
You, Walter, and Hummus don't know.
Oh, Hummus.
Well, I can't even suggest the smart things to try and do because I don't know. And I don't mean to sound nasally, it's just how it sounds at this angle I'm currently laying at.
I mean, like, that's what it is. You don't know everything, so I mean, like, it's alright.
I hate ignorance.
Ignorance is a good thing because that means you
Oh,
can
yeah.
learn more.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is death.
He is knocked out.
If you view it from a certain point of view.
But I guess I'll just say, because that only took up the morning of the day. Do you guys plan on doing anything else for the rest of the day?
Probably.
I'm just going to keep Aaron again.
You're going to Union base. All right, I'll say that you guys are just heading towards the Union, towards the fort, and that's where we'll call it because it's like 6-2.
I just want to know if Aaron's alive because if for some reason freaking he's dead for whatever dumb reason, I just feel like an idiot.
Doors are not dumb.
Doors are murderers, is what it says.
Doors are
Because I plan on making Aaron some shit, and if he's dead, there's just no point putting effort into it.
Spoken like a true artist.
He just really wants to know. He can't have like.
No, if he's alive.
You'll know when everyone else knows.
Yeah, you'll know when everyone else knows.
Or not necessarily, because you could find out first if you find out. But
Yeah,
you'll
you
know.
could.
You'll know when Jarvis knows.
Because I just hate it because I feel like because I wasn't there for the last 10 minutes of the game.
Well, nothing.
Yeah, but no one else knows either.
We
is
know
the thing.
nothing. We know nothing more than you do.
There are two people in this call. Well, maybe a Moorhen, because I don't know what Dylan tells a Moorhen.
That's how Amorhan some
Not
stuff.
much.
There are either 2 or 3 people in this call that know what's happened.
Can I explain what I was about to say?
No, not allowed. Anyways, I do not know what happened to Aaron.
No, that's not what I was going to say. Because I feel like if I was there, I could have made things not as bad as it was.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, they got into it in
fight,
character.
The original fight, you were at the forge. That's why you weren't served. Aaron came back to see after the birth of his and Marcus's child. After which said, when I go through that door, I will be dead.
In the call, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then you would have been making yourself present at a situation you weren't at.
Yep. And when you left an hour early, you specifically said that you would be at the forge.
Sorry.
But look, it doesn't matter because whether you were there or not,
Road not taken.
nothing. Yeah, nothing would have changed.
Anyways, that's the end of this episode. After that philosophical debate.